Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the Manchester United Chelsea podcast. Man United podcast meets the Ballers at the Bridge podcast, where we talk all things Manchester United, all things Chelsea with Manchester United. As I always say, this has been a common thing on the pitch news, off the pitch news. On the pitch, of course, Manchester United went out yesterday to Tottenham Hotspur in the Carabao Cup quarter-final 4-3. Horrific performance. But today, Ian Wright, I think he responded on Instagram, and I'm paraphrasing, and I will pull up the full quote during the show, but says Rashford should join Arsenal. He said he's being written off too soon, and Ian Wright said that he had been written off, and he went to Arsenal and then did the business. So he's saying Rashford should go to Arsenal, prove everybody wrong, shut everybody up. And you know what? I'm in full agreement with Ian Wright, man. Get him to Arsenal Football Club without question. As for Chelsea, though, all flying there, man, in the blue side of West London. Could go top of the table, albeit only for a few hours, but Chelsea could, well, actually, it's 24 hours because Liverpool plays Sunday. Chelsea could go top of the league. Are they in a title race? Are they genuine title contenders with injuries to centre-backs? Did they go in January and pick somebody up? Did they bring in a goalkeeper in January? We're going to be discussing all these things. I can already see the Bridge Nation smiling as I'm talking about all things Chelsea, cheesing. You know what I'm saying? See all his teeth, the back ones, the wisdom ones, the whole nine. Don't sip your latte. I see you, fam. But before we continue, make sure you hit the like button on the video. Make sure you share this out across all the socials as well. And subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV. Make sure you hit the notification bell too. So big up to the regulars first and foremost. In Surfer, Ahmed, what you man saying? You man good?
Doing amazing, sensational, as always, man. Another day, you know what I mean? Another good day. That's it, man. Simple as that. Up the Chelsea.
Right, cool. What you saying, Surfer? You good?
Yeah, I'm great. Yeah, we play on Sunday as well, Flores. So we don't play on Saturday.
Oh yeah, it's not 25. You don't at the early
2 p.m. 2 p.m. Remember?
You the
We played on
Thursday.
Thursday.
2 hours.
Yeah,
we could go top for like 2 hours.
I was right. So it was a couple hours. I forgot that you lot played the same time as us. The late kickoff. So yeah. So for a few hours at least, then Chelsea can go top of the Premier League. So we'll see what's what. And obviously got Surfer here. We got Surfer here. Got Ahmed here as well. But the next person I'm going to introduce, speaking of signings and things of this nature, someone for the longest I've wanted to bring on the channel. Someone for the longest I've wanted to make a permanent fixture on the channel. Because I got these two jokers here. So we had to add some class, you know what I'm saying? Genuine quality to the Chelsea panelists. Welcome, man, like Jimmy Smith in the building. Yes, Jimmy, what are you saying, man?
I'm just here being demure. Demure? Demure.
I said he's here being demure.
I just made it in, man. Fucking traffic was serious, bro.
Nah, I hear you, man. Big up, Jimmy, man. Big up, man. Good to have you on board.
I just want to say, I'm glad Jimmy's now on a channel where he's free to express himself. He's very quiet on other streams.
Yeah,
so
man.
I'm glad now he's able. I'm glad now we are able to give him the spotlight he deserves, and he can speak his own honest opinion and not be trampled on by others on streams.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, right.
That's what Jimmy. That's what he's here for. That's why I wanted to bring him on. So Jimmy, welcome, man. It's good to have you on.
Now.
Yeah, 100%. Been meaning to get Jimmy on the channel on a regular basis. Just had to make it work. So yeah, Jimmy's in the building. Big up to Chinlu. Says Jimmy's proper Chelsea. You already know. Big up to Dead in the Water. Hey, big up Sheik. Every single time says Ian Wright speaking facts. Ibrahim, big up as well. SBU as well. So shouts to everyone that's tapped in. Like I said, run up the likes, hit the subscribe button as well. Hit the notification bell too. And Jimmy, you know what? We'll go to you and start with you. Chelsea, are you in a title race? Are you genuine title contenders in your opinion? Like, where do you stand with all the conversation surrounding Chelsea?
Coming home. It's coming home. Tell the world the Prim's coming home. Fuck that. I'm not, listen.
Go on.
Bro, I'm an 80s baby. Okay? Yeah. Proud 80s baby.
Mm-hmm.
We don't do that. Listen. If we win Sunday and Liverpool lose, we're in first place.
Facts.
Right?
Facts.
Imagine somebody asking me if I think I'm in a title race. In first place. That's why I said to Lewis, I said, yo, it's about to get sticky pound on the dog because we're going to go into, if we win, we're going to go into first place for a handful of hours.
Mhm.
You not look people in their face and tell them you're not in a title race.
Mhm.
Now, are you in a title race, and are you going to win the title? Two different questions.
Absolutely.
Are you in a title race?
Oh.
Are you going to win the title? Two different questions.
Mhm.
You ask me, are we going to win the title?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say yes until we not. That's just how I am. That's how I was raised with sports.
Mhm.
Until I'm eliminated, I feel like I'm gonna win it.
Yeah. That's fair
The
enough.
way how our team is playing, I said it would take till Christmas before this team could make a top 4 push.
Go you.
We're in second place.
Absolutely.
Second place, looking to go into first. Like the ability to go into first for a few hours on our own accord. Not if he lose or if she lose. No, we just win and we go into first.
Absolutely.
Title race, man. We're in a title race until we not. And it's not a crime to be in a title race and then fall out of it.
True.
Because guess what? When the season starts, everybody's in the title race.
That's
and
true.
then most people fall out.
Oh, yeah,
so all you doing is what everybody else did. Our Arsenal was in the title race last year until they fell out. When they fell out, last game of the year, don't matter. That's when they fell out.
Yeah.
That's it. You either the first loser or the last loser, but you're still a loser.
That's true.
We, as far as I'm concerned, the way this team look, not only do I feel like we're in a title race, I really honestly feel like this is one of the seasons like Leicester season. To where it's wide open. I wouldn't be surprised if we had a draw in a loss and then Liverpool and then Arsenal win above us 2-3 points for a few games, and then they get a draw in the loss when we win. I can really see it being that type of season.
It can yo-yo
back and forth. The only question is if what Liverpool's gonna do, and which I personally think Liverpool's gonna come back a little bit, and we're gonna be within 3 to 5 points of Liverpool with another chance of playing them again. So, we in a title race. It's no doubt. It's no doubt in my mind we're in a title race, and whether or not, like, if we beat Everton, Ipswich, I'm gonna feel like we can win it. Like right now, do I feel like we can win it? More on the hope than actually feeling like it. Yeah. But let us win our next 2-3 games, and I'm gonna actually start to feel like, we can do this.
Yeah, Everton away, Fulham at home, Ipswich away.
I forgot Fulham. That was the game I forgot.
Yeah.
I was trying to remember what was the other game.
If
we can walk those games all the way up to Ipswich and don't drop any points, maybe one draw, I'm gonna feel like we can win it. I'm just gonna feel like we can win it.
That's fair.
That's just what it is.
Well, that's very fair. Bridge Nation, talk to us. Does the nation believe?
No.
Listen, the nation, man, the nation is relaxed. That's what I would say. Firstly, secondly, being there's one thing about obviously being a title race. I think the second thing is, can you finish the story? I don't think we can finish the story. So it's all well and good saying that we're in the title race right now, which I think is fair from a data and from a data standpoint, from the table standpoint, but we can't finish the story yet because we ain't got a goalkeeper and we got a centre back, in my personal opinion, to finish that job. In my honest opinion, that's what it comes down to.
So you're looking at it like, go on, Jimmy, go on.
But here's the thing, though. We've played everybody. It's not like once we get up to what Ipswich. Who's the last? I think Ipswich is the last team left for us to play before we.
Fulham as well. Fulham midweek as well.
You got Fulham.
I know Fulham, but I'm talking about Ipswich.
Fulham
is the
and
last
Ipswich
of the,
Everton.
And then that's everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I would loop back around. I expect points off of City. Okay, I'll be down in 2 minutes. Okay, I expect points off of City. I expect more points off of Liverpool, and I'm talking about these are draws or win. Same thing with Arsenal. Like, I don't expect us to lose to these teams. Not saying we can't, So that's why I'm looking like, man, look, if we don't get slip up against these bottom dwellers, listen, man. Leicester City type season.
I see
looking
you,
at a
Jimmy,
Leicester
man.
season.
I hear you, man.
Listen, Jimmy's a great believer, but in life, I'm a pragmatist. You know what I mean? So
I believe.
There we go.
If
There
you
we
ever
go.
seen Shrek.
But that's one more thing. Seniac, humble yourself, mate. You're a Lakers fan. Thank you very much. Let's
LA
go.
all day, man. What you talking about? You don't see
Seniac,
that
you're a
coach
Lakers
sneaking in
fan.
the
Have
background?
shame. Have shame, man. That's what I'm saying. There we go,
What
man.
team are you supporting in the NBA this season? Let's go off.
Yeah, I know which jersey you got. Is it Celtics? Is it Nuggets?
49, bro.
Nugget.
Don't diss LA.
For the love of the game, boys. For the love of the
Okay,
game.
love of the
That's
game.
it.
Sure.
Let's get it started. For the love of God, hurry up and finish your sentence. You know what I mean?
Tell him I believe since the beginning of the season. I'm telling you. Look at Maresca. I gave him the name Parmesan Pep, man.
Yeah, Parmesan Pep
Awesome.
is a fire nickname. I can't lie. That's a fire name.
The Italian Pep. Parmesan Pep. A sauce. I don't know what it is. Just like in the beginning of last year, when I saw something in pot that I didn't like, and
Yeah, you
everybody
was like, nah.
oh, you jumping the gun. I was like, no. That dude said we were supposed to be winning championships. And after like the second game, he was like, oh, it's going to take time. And I was like, nah, me not like it. I don't like that. Like, how you switch up that quick? Not that quick. I can see if we went like 4 or 5 games in, and then he was like, whoa, game 2. And then he showed the mentality when we protected the point against like Burnley. Who did we play?
I think it was Bournemouth. Was it Bournemouth? I think it was Bournemouth.
Bournemouth. We
think it was
protected the point against Bournemouth. Like, that was his mentality. And that's what was wrong with last year's team. Like, we go in halftime, everybody down tools. You could tell it was mentality. Maresca, different ball game. Even when we win, like we used to win with Potts, and it'd be like, hey. When we win with Maresca, he like, you can see him. He like, grrr, like you can fucking tell, like he feel it. He love it. And he goes and talks to the fans. He's with the fans. Talk about, oh, I don't want to go over there because it don't feel authentic. That means you don't feel it. It don't feel authentic because you don't have no feeling for the club. You're a fucking Spurs. Now that I really think about it, that's the problem. He's fucking Spurs. He said it didn't feel authentic. How can it not feel authentic to go to your home fans who are clapping you, and all you got to do is clap back? Don't get me started, because I'll go off. Nah,
it's cool, man. This is why you're here, Jimmy. You know what I'm saying? This is exactly why me and Jimmy have been speaking for the longest. I've been trying to get Jimmy on the channel, on the permanent fixture.
That's why I think I got so much hope. I don't mind having hope and then not winning it. I don't mind. I'd rather that than not having any hope.
But also, though, your hope is not just based in just hope. There's actually
it's not just hope. It's what I'm seeing, and it's not just what we're doing. It's what others not doing.
True that.
Like if I seen City go on like an 8-9 game run, and then somebody like Jimmy, you can win the title, I might go. I think. But like, yo, there's no big bad wolf right now.
Yeah. I get you.
But I gotta run downstairs and throw something in the air fryer for my daughter.
All good, man. Do your thing, man. Do your thing. Yeah, that's why Jimmy's here, people. Exactly right. That. So back to the Bridge Nation. Yeah, chill,
What do you
guy.
want to say, boss?
I'm just asking, do you have that belief? Because Jimmy makes a valid point. I'm sure you have. The predictions. I'm sure you have Chelsea beating Everton, Ipswich, and Fulham, or Fulham and Ipswich, which would put you in a great place going into 2025. So when does the belief kick in for you? If you collect 9 out of the next 9 points out of the next 3 games,
honestly, it's a good question. Firstly,
so
thank you for all that, the host for that. But on a secondary note, I actually just believe, for me personally, and I've always said this before, March. You know what I mean? The month named after the planet Mars himself. That's when the Premier League is really, you know what I mean. That's when you can see from the trees or from the forest, as they say. So honestly, for me, I would actually say March. I always say March is when you know, because remember, then after that it's April, May, June, or April, May. Sorry, not June. June, obviously. You know what I mean? We're chillaxing then, but obviously April and May, that's when the last 2 games are getting kicked about. Does that make sense?
Okay, no, that makes sense. Seth, what are you saying? Because obviously you've become more confident over the past few weeks, which makes sense. Because
I don't think we need to hear Surfer's opinion.
You know, I do want to hear this because if you're winning games and playing well, and Jimmy made the point as well, teams around you are not playing well. Also, it's not like Jimmy mentioned, if City was at City level and was on 7, 8, 9 game winning runs and slaying teams, but there is that belief there, like. Yeah. Right, Liverpool have that unknown. No one expected, I think, you two to be 1 and 2 at this point. So, yeah, where do you stand with the whole title race, and are you genuine title contenders?
So we're in the title race because we're second. We're a chance to go first. So we're in the title race. I'd like to say I'm not sure about winning it at the moment because I just need. We're not clear or anything like that, and there's still like Liverpool and even Arsenal behind us. But I just think the further we're talked about in this title race, and the further we go beyond being dragged into a top 4 race, your mind starts to change to go, okay, we can definitely do something. Especially if we say Ahmed's March thing, we get to March and we're either top or we're in it by a few points, and they've still got, and say it's Liverpool and they've still got to come to the bridge to gain something, then all bets are off, right? You have to then start at least accepting going, well, we're in a title race, we've got a chance to win it. We don't know this month, especially January, so hectic it's not hectic for us. We're not playing any midweek games, unlike Liverpool and Arsenal and City and stuff like that. They got 2 more Champions League games. Arsenal and Liverpool got first leg of the League Cup as well.
League Cup, yes.
This season, so it's like, take advantage. You know what I mean? Try and take advantage. We have to make, if we want to, if the guys and the Maresca and the lads keep in touch with Liverpool, they've got to try and make sure that whenever that game in hand with Everton is played, it doesn't affect us in a negative way.
Yeah.
Into whether it's like them to keep just ahead of us or even like possibly even catch up with us. Do you know what I mean? If we're top or something like that. But listen, I can understand why people are some Chelsea fans are like, I can understand most Chelsea fans say, well, we won't win the title. I can understand that. It's just the thing of going, oh, well, we're not in a title race. It's like, well, we're second. We're second. We have to be in a title race. We're nearly halfway through. But once we play Ipswich, that's it. We've done all the teams. We're halfway through the season. So when do you think you can say you're just in a title race? Not to win the title, just in the title race. That's all. That's all it is. I mean, I don't get that, and it's a weird thing. It's a weird thing. Everyone, for the last 2 years, all I've heard is the biggest word I've heard from this fan base is standards. I want to get back to being in title races. I want to get back to being in top 4. The first chance. It's like, what? Why are you asking? What? Me? Why are you asking?
These are the same people that set standards, bro.
We're just chill, guys. We're just chill guys. It's like,
I ain't the chill guy.
I've been fighting you for like 2 years, and you keep, where are your standards? What? Sorry a minute. The guy who didn't talk about standards is actually upholding the standards against the people who are talking about standards, who won't accept they were in a title race because that was part of their standards. Yeah. Make that make sense. You do you, innit? You do you guys, but it's just, we're in a title race. I need I say what will not make me believe, but if we beat, we'll talk about the Everton game, but if we
of course
beat Everton, I think it's a big back-to-back momentum in terms of the records in beating Brentford and then Everton. So
well, that's fair. Hey, that's fair enough. So everyone's like, Jimmy's with the title race, you are as well. But Ahmed, he's doing the chill moment and he's just waiting to see how you lot do in March, which I do get to an extent. But yeah, I've said this, like, Chelsea are currently in the title race. You know why? Because you're literally could be first, you're currently second, 2 points off top. So whether you think you're gonna win it is a whole different conversation. But before we continue, you lot continue to run up the likes, man. There's over 70 of you lot in the building, only at 33 likes. Let's get up to 60 likes. Hit that like button right now, people. Expeditiously, make sure you do so.
Y'all out here with that Amanda Broha conversion rate. Yo, come on now.
Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button on the channel. Subscribe to Jimmy's channel, Jimmy Spliff TV. Make sure you subscribe to the Bridge Nation as well, both on YouTube, and continue to get your questions in too. So we'll go to you. Back to you, sorry. Reece James is pictured back in training. Where do you stand with Reece James? Is it last chance saloon now? Is it last chance saloon in the season? Would you get rid of him if you got a good offer for him in January? Whether that was permanent, loan?
Reece James.
Same old story.
What are you saying? We'll go to you in a second, Ahmed. Go on,
yeah.
What are you gonna say?
Yeah. It's me, Ahmed, man. It's me. Yeah,
I'm eager to answer that one, but when it comes to title talk, man, I don't want to be interested.
I wonder what you're gonna say. Reece James back in training. I mean, yeah, that's the ultimate question. I'm not going to go through the whole thing about he's a talent and stuff. That everyone knows he's a talent and stuff like that, and he's on his day. You know, he could be the best right back in the world, but let's just manage him through. You know what I mean? I'm just waiting for him to complete like 5 games in a row at the moment. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm just waiting for that. I don't know. I keep changing my mind. I really do, because I don't know how long whether you even could, if you decided to sell him.
Yeah.
Right. Even though he's Reece James, would someone look at that? Would someone still look at that injury record and go, you know what I mean? I'm going to still whop down 50, 60 million or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but I don't know. We always keep saying this for the last 3 years. It's a big second half of the season for Reece James. I really don't know. Just get him fit and let's go from there. That's all I mean. Just, you know. I mean, yeah, just get him fit. Just get him fit, then decide, you know, are you going to play him right back or not? You're going to play him centre back. That'd be I'd really try him out at centre back. I really would.
I've said this. I think he's a centre back. That's why that's the large part why he keeps breaking down. Because
Gusto,
you're like a centre back. He ain't built like a fullback. Sorry.
You got Gusto. You got Achimpong now signed. Start him at centre back. We've got injuries at centre back anyway. Badashil and Fofana out. So I know he's not going to be back for a few weeks, but just, you know, maybe just edge him towards that centre back role. See what he can do. You know.
No, that's fair enough. I mean, what are you saying, Mr. Bridge Nation? What is the nation saying about Reece James?
I've already got Malo Gusto and Joshua Tempong.
So you saying you done with him? You'd sell him?
I think right now the issue right now is you're not gonna get any money for him. I'll be very honest with you, Flawless. It's gonna be weak source. You're probably gonna get something like 20 million for a guy like Reece James right now. So as such, for me, the issue is from a playmaking standpoint, from a counter standpoint, the one thing I will say is that, listen, firstly, make sure what's it called? He gets back to fitness. Let's see him out there for a few games. And man, if you get the right offer, 50, 60 million for him, once he starts showing that he can stay a little bit fit, and we'll keep it pushing. But in the meantime, I've got Malo Gusto there, who's ever improving. I've got Joshua Champong there, he's a young lad that's up and coming. And then if you feel like you need a ready-made centre-back guy, there's also guys in the market that are available for you to do that job. So that's it, man.
Did you say sell Reece James? Blasphemy.
So, respond to it, Jimmy. I was going to ask you, but your thoughts on Reece James because he's back in training. Obviously, we all know about his injury issues. Are you saying no?
I am not selling Reece James. Reece James' career would have to die at Chelsea. I would not let his career die anywhere else. His career would have to die at Chelsea. Like, he would have to show me that I can't play no more, this, and that right here. I'm not letting Reece James go anywhere. Number one, you're never going to get the money that he's worth. Because if he reached to the point where somebody's willing to pay 50 or 60 million, that means he's back in form. If he's back in form, I'm fucking selling him.
First.
And if he gets hurt again, I can't sell him. So either way, I'm stuck with him, and I'm okay with that.
Right.
Sometimes you bite the bullet. Some people's worth biting the bullet. Reece James, he's my homegrown talent. Yeah. I'm biting the bullet. People be like, oh, yeah, sell him. If Reece James reaches the point, he's worth $50 or $60 million, that means not only is he back, not being injured, he's back in form. We would never sell him if he's not being injured and back in form. And I think that's what people need to wake up and realize. The only way they would sell him if there's a coach who came and said, I don't want Reece James. Who's that fucking coach? Because if he's not injured and he's back in form, we running with him. If he get injured again, you can't fucking sell him. And I don't see no reason to be like, well, we got him back in form. Let's sell him to make money. I got a whole bunch of other people I'll do that with before I'll play those games with Reece James. Because the last thing I need is like what happened with Robin. Robin was nonstop injured, nonstop hurt.
He was injured. Yeah.
Was he ever injured for back? Nope. Left, gone. Some people just be, I'm taking my time with Reece. Some guys are just worth the wait, worth the risk. And him being on $256K a week literally means nothing. He's homegrown talent. Nobody's going to come in and be like, I want what Reece James is getting. No, you don't, because you ain't getting it. Because nobody's going to come in and compare themselves to what Reece James' salary is. They're going to compare their salary to the Caicedos, to the Enzos, to the Palmers. Anybody that come in the club going to automatically know Reece James' contract is different from all of ours. He got it before they started this wager, this new wage scale, this new wage bill, and they're not getting rid of him. They're gonna willing to work with him. So there's nobody that's gonna come in and demand what he get. It's a no from the.
Jimmy, I was just, you probably missed it. I was just saying, now that Achimpong signed up, what do you think about, because of the way Reece is built and he can't physically change it because it's just his genetics, right? What do you think about possibly trying him out at right centre back or something like that?
Of course, you already know I was always with that. And not only that, have him as a fucking backup. He's injured enough
because the way we play, the way Colwell does those line-breaking passes, Reece James can do that from the other side.
Of course.
And he can do the long ball as well. And if you play him right centre back, he doesn't.
And nobody can tell me Reece James can't play on the left or the right.
With him not playing fullback, in the he just has to bomb up the pitch and wear out his hamstrings a lot. Do you know what I mean? And he's built for it. Everyone's going, he can change his body type. That's a skeletal frame. He can't change his skeletal.
You can't.
If you look, not even being disrespectful, his sister's built the same way. They're built like their dad.
His dad's built like their dad. It's genetics. It's genetics.
Yeah.
It's nothing to do with.
It's their genetics. They got a bigger upper frame. You can see it. They got a wider frame. They're built like their dad. Yeah.
He's built like centre back. Slim down. That's the slimmest. That's the leanest he can be. He's hench. He's a tank. He's built like a tank. He's a small tank. That's what he is. He's a small tank. That's how he's built. So everyone go, he can just
we've seen Reece at his fittest. Yeah. We've seen him at his fittest. When he came back there, like physically, he was fucking slim, trimmed, and you can still see his framework on his body. You can see it. He's a bulgy pulse. Yeah. He's a bulky dude. He's never gonna get slim unless he go plant-based diet like me, and we don't need him that fucking skinny. You know what I mean? I wear size fucking 28 jeans. He can't.
You don't need him like that. Nah, I've been saying like this. That's why he keeps breaking down.
He'll be out there looking like Esteval, will you? You know what I mean?
I bet you when he's over here and he goes visits, if he was over to visit a normal doctor with our like scales and that, he'd be called a beast. Reece James would. He'd be called a beast.
Exactly.
Because of his. Yeah. I bet, you're over the weight limit, and some guy googled a beast and he's like got an 8-pack or something like that. What? It's like they call rugby players. The rugby players over here. I watched a program once. They went to a normal GP, right? A normal doctor, like the hench rugby players, not the fat ones, the small potato-sized ones.
Yeah.
The actual big ones that are nearly 7 foot. And they got called. Oh yeah, you're over this amount. You're a beast. And they just laughed at them and walked out. That's what Reece James is. Reece James is built. He's built now to try at centre back. I really would try him there. This second half of the season, I'd have Gusto at right back, Achimpong as his backup, and give him minutes. And I would try Reece James at right centre back. I really would.
Yeah, well,
you know what it
is, man. You know, listen, guys. Yeah, we can do this imaginary stuff. You know what I mean? Put him there. Let's see if he can do this. Let's see if he can do that. Yeah,
but he can.
You know what I mean? Guys, I just want to get listen. I'm not saying he can't do that, but you know, where was he playing, guys? Yeah, the last few games that he was playing pre-injury. That's why I want to ask. Let's ask that question first before we get to what I'm about to say.
Go on.
You know, I'm asking the guys a question.
Okay,
where was he playing the last few games? Yeah, in the.
Why are you asking us a question like we don't know where he's playing? First of all,
thank you.
Trying to be clever
listen, come on.
We just offered an option of how he could play in the future. That's all
that
we
doesn't
did.
change.
The reason I'm asking that question is, as you guys know, he was playing essentially.
Me and Steve going to Club World Cup.
Love that.
Nice.
Love
He was obviously playing the back three. He was playing obviously for the vast majority of it. He obviously played left side of centre back essentially. Right, wasn't moving forward for the vast majority of it. Was just holding the line. Was working the team. Was making sure that he doesn't get beat 1v1 vast majority of the time. And that's basically what you guys are advocating for him to do. As of right now, I'd probably say that's what he's basically doing. But obviously, he was obviously doing it in a back three. And after 3 or 4 games, if I'm not mistaken, obviously you guys correct me if I'm saying too little, right? He got injured again, hamstring injury. So for me, you know, my issue just becomes like with Reece James is that there needs to be a time, guys, yeah, where we just need to realize the game's the game. We got to move on.
So you're just saying enough's enough. He can't get
I'm
back together.
I'm just saying that time is gonna come a lot sooner. It's coming a lot sooner. That's all I'm saying. Like, we need to be ready for that acceptance. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying right now. I'm not saying cut ties right now. Right?
Okay.
I wouldn't say that.
So where's the cutoff point for you? Are you saying this summer? Let's say he continues to be injury plagued for the rest of the season, and then you get a £50 million bid for him. Would you accept that? Are you like, you know what? All right, cool.
At this injury point, somebody offer 50?
Yeah.
Yes.
The summer just gone. No, not the summer just gone. Sorry, the summer coming up. So
yes,
the summer
I will take it. I'll be real for it.
So he continues so he comes back, but he's still injury plagued. He plays out 10 games from now to the end of the season, and someone says, "Here's 50 M's." Are you not taking that?
I'll be honest. Yes, I'm sorry to say that, but I'll be honest because the thing is, that 50 million, you know, with the way the club is working out and stuff like that, I think it is a more than valid enough take for me to say I can get another right back maybe to compete with Chempong if they scout correctly, right? Again, it may be a younger guy, maybe an older guy, whomever of their choosing. That's the difference. I think for me, even as the way we play, I know Reece James adds so much. Like, there's no denying Reece James' quality. He's like one of my favorite players at the club. But the problem is also it's clear the team is also moving on from him. Does that make sense? Yes, we would. What I mean by that, is that there's guys now that are playing regularly. The team,
you're saying that you don't. You're saying it's not a big point in regard. I get what you're saying. Like, correct me if I'm wrong. You don't miss him like that. Like, because you have Gusto.
I agree with that.
Options.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, this is why I keep telling guys, Chelsea fans. There's no, and I just said it on Louis' stream earlier. There's literally no, because of how good we know Gusto can be, and we have the Gusto backup in a Chimpong, bro. We literally have no reason to force him out. And then whatever right side center back we get next, I'm quite sure he's going to be somebody that's able to go out wide too, because that's the profile that likes. I think we'll be fine. Right now, Reece James to me, just like the way Alex put it, it's like going to the dentist with a toothache and he like, okay, bend over. You like, oh wait, what? My tooth hurt. You mean bend over? Yeah, I mean, like Reece James is nowhere near the problem, bro. Right back.
Wow, we.
Hang on a minute.
Wow, we.
Hang on.
Right back is
Hang
not
on.
the problem.
Yo,
Hang on, you mean-
what's
hang
it
on.
called? Analysis.
Wow.
Hang on,
Alex
sorry.
came up with that.
Wow,
I
wait.
can't even take credit for that.
Hang on.
Alex said that earlier.
Hang on,
Yo, I
hang
was
on, Jimmy.
dying, man.
Jimmy,
Alex said,
sorry,
"I'm
Jimmy,
going to
you
the
mean
dentist," and when you get there, he say, "Bend over." You like, whoa? What do you mean bend over?
It's like yo, when you
Jimmy,
tweeted
sorry,
out, that
Jimmy.
had me rolling about the title race.
Jimmy,
You know what I'm saying?
Jimmy, you mean
Yeah,
you mean
man.
Jimmy? That's not how it goes. Oh, I need
Hey.
to move to another dentist.
Yeah, you
I
need to move to another dentist, mate. So,
Oh,
so if you
my
just enjoyed
God.
himself at the
Damn,
dentist, you know.
I'm telling you,
I didn't say I was enjoying
I said
myself.
the
I just
other
thought that was
day,
normal practice. That's what it's normal practice.
saying we
That's
not
what
in
it
the title
was.
race right now is like putting yourself inside the woman and then just laying there like, nope, not having
No,
sex because I'm not moving my hips.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
what?
that. Yeah,
Bro, you in there? Get a little motion.
Yeah.
You in there? Go ahead. If she sneezes, it might go down. So you in there? If you sneeze, you know what I mean? Like you in there, bro? You in there?
Oh, jeez. Hey, big up to everyone just joined over from the raid. Big up Judge Mo for the raid, man. Says, what the fuck did I just walk
Mo,
into,
what's
man?
up, Mo?
Big up Judge Mo, Sarcasm City TV and Jimmy being Jimmy. That's what you walked into. So big up to everyone that's joined
That's what
over
the guy
from the
said
raid.
with the woman. That's what the guy said with the woman. What did I walk
Exactly.
into?
What you walked into, man. Trying to tell you, man. Like this title race, I'm here for. Like, yo, I haven't felt good about a season. And last time I felt good about a season this late was when I think the season after the champs, and we were in first or second all the way up, and then Reece James and fucking Chilwell went down, and it was like,
yeah.
That's the last season I felt this good, bro. I love this feeling. I love like the game Saturday, the game Sunday is 9 a.m. for me. That's gonna be my first watch along, and God knows I ain't doing watch along in so long. I'm so up for it. I'll be up night. I'm gonna be up 8 o'clock, sitting here with my 30 to 60 followers that follow me heavy, and we'll be here for it.
Let's go, man. And you gonna continue. Your channel gonna continue to grow, man. You lot, make sure you subscribe to Jimmy's channel. Big up CP in the again. Big up to everyone joining over from Judge Mo's raid. Yes, CP. What are you saying?
I don't endorse that CP.
Yeah,
I don't endorse that CP option.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what's up?
Yeah, you mentioned it in the chat, so obviously you might ask, what did I miss? You know what I'm saying? That you're saying, hey,
actually, no. So I talked to Jimmy about this. And Alex, I want him gone in the. If he does not play more than 15 games in the Premier League this season, get him gone. And I'll say why. He's been out for 3 seasons, and you're asking me, what does he bring to my club? The manager has called him out for lack of leadership alone, and he's my fucking captain. He's injured all the time for the past 3 years. So what is he bringing to my club? He's earning 250K before the bonuses, and if we go to Champions League, it's probably going to be 300 fucking K to fucking sit on his ass on the hospital for the 4th season, because we have to now wait again for his hamstring to fully heal, because Sinak was saying it takes a year and a half. So he got it done this summer. I have to wait this season and half of next season to hopefully make sure he stays healthy enough, play to the fucking heavens above, wish upon a star, fucking sacrifice my little teddy bear from when I was 10 years old to make sure that this man fucking stays healthy for more than 3 games at a time. So what is the point? And if we keep on saying there's no one like him, I am sorry. I've seen so many players in this world that we keep on saying there's no one like. Arsenal fans were saying, oh, there's no one like this ex-player. Why? So we can't improve our squad. There's no one like Xhaka, so I can't get this guy. There's no one plays defensive striker like Havertz does. So who do we get as striker, guys? That's what half the fucking fan base is arguing about. Who do we
Reece
get?
James to Xhaka, we're not doing that.
No, no, Jimmy. It's not a comparison in qualities. You know that. So stop being disingenuous. Is what I'm saying.
But you said nobody said nothing about keeping Reece James.
I'm saying about how you're saying that there's no
him.
one like him. I'm sorry. Freaking Real Madrid find amazing players all the time. They fucking want to replace Rodrigo half the time. They're saying get Rodrigo out of this club, and he's one of the best attackers in this league. And we can't say we're Standards FC when we fucking had Ballack and Essien and we wanted to fucking Deco out at a time when this man won with Porto and won a Champions League and we wanted this man out.
Let me ask you a question. Did we get rid of Robbie too quick?
A Champions League and we wanted him out.
Who? What you say about Champions League?
I'm saying we had Deco who won a Champions League with Porto, who we wanted out at a time when he was playing with Chelsea because he wasn't playing well enough. We
Has
wanted
Deco
Fernando
ever been as
Torres.
good as Reece James at this club? Don't do that.
We wanted Fernando. No, but we're saying talent. No, we're saying talent. No, are we not saying talent? So you can't say Deco's definitely similar in talent
what
quality.
He did for this club. People
Deco
who
was
do
a scrub.
something
Yes,
for
and
a
that
club,
was
they
now
get way more
that
leeway.
was now 4 years ago, and he hasn't played
I don't
more
give a fuck
than.
if it was 400 years ago. He's
No, we're not
dedicated
doing
to
this. I
he's
support
won,
this club. That sounds like
he's
Player
won
FC.
things
You
here.
sound like Player FC.
I don't
support
sound like
Chelsea's
Player
fucking
FC.
football club,
You
Jimmy.
sound like fucking
You're sounding like
Crybaby
Player
FC.
FC.
Let me ask you this
If you want
question
to put Reece
Hold
James in your
on,
fucking
hold on.
tombstone,
Because
you
keep-
can put him in your tombstone. I
You
want
are
him
talking
to
about how
go
much
away
he costs,
because I
right?
want to win the fucking league and Champions League. I don't give
Look,
a shit who the
let me
fuck
ask
it
you
is.
this question.
If Palmer is gone for 3 seasons,
Yo, all right,
he can
you
fuck
gonna
off
let me
too.
answer?
Because I am not Player
Yeah.
FC.
Go on, Jimmy.
Let
Let
me
him land.
answer.
CP, you land, and then Jimmy, you respond. Go on, CP. Land the question you
No
was going to
player
ask.
is
And then
bigger than
respond.
this
Go on.
club.
Oh,
No
your point.
player.
Go
I
on.
don't care if he's Cobham. Now we sound like we're Cobham sexuals now, aren't we? We sound like when Mason Mount first broke through. I'm not giving Mason Mount
I'm
away
gonna
for
ask you
anyone
this
else.
before you go on this tangent, because you going
Yeah,
left.
go on.
Then
Go on,
she turn
Jimmy.
to left.
Go on, Jimmy.
Your reason for getting a Reece James is to do what?
Okay, so first of all,
No,
with
don't
that
go
money,
too
because
far.
you're saying
I just answer that. Are you getting another starting right back or backup?
starting.
You're getting a starting right back.
Yes.
So you're getting rid of Reece James to get a starting right back.
Yes.
How much are you selling Reece James for?
I am definitely selling him for more than 30 million, and I can assure that certainly. You can tell me how injury
so
prone
you
it
say 40
is,
M's?
but if we're
hey, CP, so you say like 40 million then? Just
40,
so we got
50 million, I think, because if we're saying how talented he is, and we give the Ian Robin example of how he went
is
to
that
Bayern and how
talented.
healthy. No,
That's why
as
you
an
don't
example.
give up on that kind of talent.
Sorry?
You do not give up on that type of talent at that age.
Yes,
Reece
I am.
James
He's
is not
25
26,
and he's still injury prone, and
27,
he's been
or
out for 3
28.
seasons.
You
Chelsea
counting
gave up on that
seasons, it
talent, and
don't
we
matter,
still
bro.
won league and
This
Champions
is
League.
not a fucking
I
video
don't care.
game. Stop
We had
counting
Ian Robin, and we
seasons.
got
It
rid of
don't
him, and we
matter.
won leagues and Champions Leagues. We replaced him with other wingers and other players. We fucking bought Anelka a couple seasons later, who played on the right side. I don't
What's
care.
that to do
There
with
will be
anything?
other players. Stop this nonsense of he's the fucking chosen one, like he's the rebirth
Nobody
of fucking
said anything
Messi
about
incarnated
bro.
in the right back
If you're
position.
gonna hold on, if you're gonna go back and forth with me, don't tell me about shit you hear in Twitter Spaces and all that, because you're talking to me. Okay?
Yeah, I know I'm talking to
Hold
you.
on.
I talked to you earlier today as well.
Hold on,
Thank
bro.
you for
Let me say
reminding
what I'm
me about what
saying.
happened 3 hours ago.
Don't bring that Player FC and all that bullshit to me, because that's not who the fuck I am. And anybody that knows me when it comes to this club, they know that about me. I don't give a fuck about a player. I support the name on the front of the jersey, not the back. That's always my mentality. So miss me with it. Oh, it's because it's Reece James. It's because of the talent. I don't give a fuck about nothing else. He's 24 years old.
25. He's turning 25.
Whatever.
No, he's just turned 25 this month. Just for clarity.
It's too early. I'm not giving up on him. If it take me another season or two, I'm doing that. I don't give a fuck. You emotions about, oh, sell him, get rid of him. Yeah, because you think you out of your fucking mind to think what right back you think you're gonna get and come with and get a once in a lifetime talent like that. Reece James is not let me just close my eyes and
Reece James is a supremely talented fullback.
He's supremely talented.
He's a
fucking talent.
I'll be honest.
You wait until there's nothing left. Nothing left. When there's nothing, when the doctor look at you, when your doctors from the team look at you and go, there's nothing left, you cut your ties. An emotional fan, get the fuck out of here. Just like Alex said, you talk as if you know his medical history. You talk as if you know the things they did. He had surgery on one hamstring. And guess what they said? The injury this time is not that hamstring.
I know, it's his other one. It's amazing, right? A new injury for his other hamstring.
So how about this? Let's try this on. Maybe if he got surgery on the other one now, it might fucking work.
So now, can I answer now? Can I answer these questions?
Oh, you respond. Go on, CP.
So
go.
Cenac has told us, because he's the one most familiar with his injury, it is 1.5 years recovery time for the surgery. So if Jimmy's going with that little hypothesis,
it's not 1.5 year recovery
I've let you
time.
talk. I was
It's
silent for that time, so let me talk.
So
let me talk. I know being loud is your gimmick right now, but let me talk right now.
I don't have a gimmick, bro. Don't talk to me about no fucking gimmick, nigga. What you talking about, gimmick? Fuck is you talking about?
I let you talk, so let me talk, Jimmy.
Now,
let me talk.
You getting disrespectful. We talking about gimmick.
Dude, you keep interrupting me. Let me talk. I was silent.
Bro, but don't disrespect me. Talk with respect.
You're disrespecting me by interrupting me when I was silent.
Hey, human.
Ain't nothing about me no gimmick, nigga. I'm authentic as it get, bro. Don't call me no fucking gimmick.
Don't call him a gimmick. Stick to the football. Like, let's stick football. I know CP. I know you wasn't trying to be yo, but I get where Jimmy's coming from. Go on, CP. Respond to what Jimmy said. Go on.
So if we go with the other hamstring, if we get another surgery for the other hamstring, right? Let's say end of the season, correct? So he's out for 4 seasons by the end of the season. With the way it's going, he might recover it. Let's just say, okay, that would be another 1.5 years again till that's healthy. And he would be around 27 years old before we even think that other hamstring might be fine enough.
When the fuck has a hamstring ever took 1.5 years? What the fuck are you even talking about?
I'm basing this
now
off.
You're talking rubbish. What hamstring ever
so
took
once again, you're interrupting me. Thank you. I appreciate that. Like I was saying.
Go on, Land.
Thank you.
Jimmy, just run. Go.
1.5 years.
Go on, Land. Go on, CP.
So Flawless. The reason why I was saying 1.5 years, if Cenac is in this chat and he was there during
C2 falls in the chat,
and he said he's the one who has done hamstring gotten that surgery before, and he says typically even during the stream when she joined, he says it takes 1.5 years. Because Virgil van Dijk had a similar surgery, and it took him 1.5 years to get back to normal.
One in a fucking half years.
So you're saying when you say that, I think he was saying in regards to, correct me if I'm wrong, C2 falls in the chat. I am medical.
To be at
talking about him
to be at his prime.
Up to 100%.
Yes, exactly.
I don't know about hamstrings, but I know really bad hamstring injuries can take a while for you to get back up to speed. How long that is, I don't know. Someone knows in the chat. Let me know, because I don't know.
Guys, just quickly before you go, CP, I think it's also to do with isn't there like a grading in terms of the tear?
Yes. But he said he got the same surgery as Virgil van Dijk, who took 1.5 years to get back to his 100%, right? Because this first year we also said, has Virgil van Dijk fallen off, right? There you go. Thank you. 1.5 years to fully heal from the surgery.
Did not fall off for no 1.5 years.
Yes, the first year he came back, people were questioning that.
Did I fucking miss?
I don't think he's saying you're not saying he fallen off. He's saying that he just wasn't back up to speed.
At the prime he was when he got that surgery. People were saying, has he fallen off from that prime? And then it took 1.5 years, and everyone's like, look at him now. He's back to normal. It didn't take no 1.5 years. It literally did, because last year, because he got that surgery too.
It literally didn't. It literally did.
Okay, we're gonna argue about that.
You might have to just agree to disagree on that one. But
anyway,
he wasn't. I'm saying, but Van Dijk wasn't. We all seen Van Dijk wasn't the same after. I don't know what
that year. Thank you.
It was been saying it was an ACL, but the overall point that CP is making, correct me if I'm wrong, is injuries even though Van Dijk had an ACL, injuries can affect you, and even when you're back up to speed and playing for 2-3 months, you might not be back 100%. Depending on the injury. But go on, CP. Carry on.
Thank you. And if we get that for his other hamstring, that's going to be another year and a half. Okay? We're just going to his best that we...
No year and a half.
That we...
You're just saying this. You're just throwing out these crazy-ass numbers that don't exist.
I'm not saying crazy-ass numbers.
Year and a half to recover from no fucking hamstring.
So CP, you're saying that it could take him longer to get back up to speed.
I'm basing this off a multitude of things. I'm basing it off facts of Virgil van Dijk getting a similar injury with the same surgery with the same doctor, and Cenac has also said that, and Cenac has also had his
You know what Cenac can't tell you? How the fuck somebody's gonna heal? And Cenac will type that right now.
Yeah, we don't.
Yes, I understand, but I'm giving you a base. But we need to have some sort of baseline, like with any injury, because unlike the NFL, what we were talking about.
Baseline, you still can't tell how somebody's gonna heal.
Yeah, and you, man, before you carry on, big up, speaking of C24, big up my guy for the super chat. Appreciate it. And before I get to this, hey, are you lot not entertained? Run up the likes. C24, appreciate the super chat as well. Big up. So shout out the CFC panel. I said to my boy, Sweet P. You better go find Alex for that, because I told you it would stick. Been a minute. I've watched Chelsea and I'm calm. Hey, big up to you, C24, every single time, man. Salute. Appreciate it. So CP, where do you stand? Okay, so CP, let's say he comes back. Because you did say 10 games like this season. So let's say he comes back
this season. I want him to play 15 games in the league. That's my thing, right? I said that last year too, and I was like, you know what? He's finally getting the surgery. I'll let him be, right? Because this little change of Reece James didn't happen like overall this. Because last year when I was arguing with Prime that I'm not selling Reece James for anything. That was during the summer because I was like, he got the surgery. I'm now halfway into the season. Basically, we're 2 games away from being halfway, and he played no more than 4 games for me, and he got injured again. So I'm saying if this continues till the end of the season, I want him gone in the summer. I can use because first of all, he's on 250K a week. He would not have been playing on the field that much, right? Because I said I want him to have 15 games, right? And we're already 16 games in, right? So if he doesn't play that amount, he's earning that much. He's also not giving me leadership quality in the dressing room because Maresca, our manager, has publicly called him out on that on record.
That was 2 months ago. Nothing's been said since about that. So
I understand that, but that's what. Yes, but we're basing it off what we know.
What did he say? I missed this. What did he?
That Reece James needs to do a better job overall in being being a leader, basically.
Okay, basically, Flawless. You know what it is? He was talking about him being more vocal. Obviously, when
he
see
said he needed to be a better leader. He said he needed to be more vocal.
Yeah. So basically, what he's just trying to say, obviously, Reece James is one of those guys. He usually shows his game right from when he plays. He's one of those type of players, right? Maybe he's just asking him to add that other aspect to his game. That's all.
And I hate to tell you, just because Maresca said that doesn't mean he's right. I hope you know that. Because some people
first we're backing Mark on what he says, but now he's not right because of we're disagreeing with this point of Reece James.
Bro, I don't know how old you are. I'm fucking 44. Okay?
That's great. I'm glad to hear that.
Everybody who says something just because they're the leader don't mean they're right. Just because he said he said he wants Reece James to be more a vocal leader. But guess what? He's not vocal.
I hate Surfer, man. I hate the Surfer guy.
What you talking about?
Just get me late.
The manager said it, so who gives a fuck? You think the manager can't be wrong about what type of leader he needs to be?
Guy, yo. Surfer,
well, I think a manager who knows who's building a team, who's pushing us towards something.
That's what the manager wants him to be more vocal. But if it's not who he is, he's not going to do that. That don't mean he cannot be a leader.
2 things can be true. The Maresca can want his leaders to be the Maresca can want his leaders to be more vocal, but we all know there is different ways to lead too. Some people lead being more vocal, some people lead by example, and then you have people who lead by
that was said several months ago. That was said several months ago when he was out injured as well.
Yeah,
still was coming back. So that was said several months ago. I think that's not been said since. That nothing ever said.
But CP, you know what it is, yeah. Let's just say, as a panel, we all go, as a panel, we all go in the right back situation. Okay, we agree, big man. Reece James, get out of my club. Put the bag in the fries, bro. You know what I'm saying to you? Who are we getting? You know what I mean? Who are we getting now? Who are we getting? Who should we get? You know what I mean? Who should we get? You know what I mean? Who should we get? You know what I mean?
Okay.
This guy, you put the bag in the fry.
I thought he said, okay. Who we getting as right back, chat? Who we getting as right back, chat?
No, I agree. I agree. World class talent, whatever. But if we're saying that we trust the scouting network, right? Then we should be scouting the next guy. And every replacement doesn't need to be exactly the same in quality, but that money we can use from Reece James and the wages he costs, I can use towards something else. Is that not correct?
Are you? So because CP you did because Jimmy asked you and said who would you get with the replacement money? So you want a better right back than Gusto. That's where you're at with it.
I want a better right back. Here's the thing. I'm not saying Gusto's a bad player. First of all, I think he could be that guy. I'm also saying recently he's been picking up little niggles. And if I want us to go for the league, I'm not counting Reece James as part of my squad right now in a sense of going for the league because of how injury prone he's been, right? For the past 3 years for next season. So my starting right back would be Gusto and second would be Achapong. And I don't think Achapong is a good enough right back backup, especially when we're going to be playing Champions League games, unlike now where we're playing Conference League and the other cup competitions, which we're hoping to go far in, would be good enough for us to push for the league, especially when we're saying that Man City is going to invest more money. We're gonna expect United to invest more money and get better with their system. We're gonna see if Liverpool what they're gonna do. So many people are also gonna be fighting again next season. And I don't think Josh Achapong is to the quality where I want to win the league. And I want us to win the league next season. That is my expectation. This is the only season where I'm fine with, because we're going second and we're surprised, that if we lose the league, I'm fine. But we should be aiming for the league next season fully.
Absolutely.
And I want a squad
Absolutely.
fully ready for that. And that's not just Reece James is the full like the lone point of him being the linchpin for all our faults. No, we have talked about as a fan base in unison about how bad our center back combination in terms of depth and our goalkeeper is. We have already beaten that dead horse for the past since the start of the season. Everyone knows Tosin and Badishil and Dasasi we're saying is not good enough. Fofana is a very injury-prone center back. As for now, he got surgery. He's come back. We'll see. But he's only been injured with us for 1 year, right? And we'll see about him. But also, our backups we're saying aren't good enough with regards to that. Tossin we're saying might be good, might not. Dasasi we're thinking of selling as a club anyways, and Badiashile is currently injured. So we don't even have a left-sided center back unless we count Vega, who's also a backup for left back, right? I know these things. I am saying I expect this club to shore up that defense with that Reece James money or not, and shore up that goalkeeping position and get a backup striker, right, of a different profile, because I want us to win the league. I am saying all these things to open up wages. If we get more money from winning the Club World Cup and Reece James money, which is pure profit, and I'm not just saying Reece James, other players as well. I want us to.
James ain't going
If
nowhere.
I want us to get, I want us to.
But CP, if I may just come interject here
Go on.
slightly.
Sure.
Before you
I
carry
get
on,
your
big up to
point.
Hano for the raid as well. Shout out my done Hano for the raid. Make sure you
James got like a 77
my
year
issue,
contract.
my issue becomes we can talk all along about how we can use that Reece James like obviously contract money. But like at the end of the day, if you're losing him, you need to bring in someone. And do you not have any idea? Because like my issue becomes if you want him out, there has to be someone at least in your mind, right? That you're thinking, I like this type of guy. I like this type of guy. Obviously, we can say, okay, we let the scout and do the job, but you don't really have.
I wouldn't even put that pressure on him to say he should have to know a player. That's not his job. But let me. I let him do his talking so I can
go ahead, Jimmy.
Now.
Yeah,
Can I get in the kitchen? I want to get in the kitchen now.
No, I said thank you. Yeah, go ahead.
Maybe you can go into the garden. How about the garden instead? How about the garden?
Say all this shit about, we should trust the scouts. We should trust the scouts. Are the scouts looking for another fucking right? No, right?
They were. We got
no, they're not. They're not. They're currently not. You don't hear any arguments or any looks of anybody talking about looking at a right back. Why? Why? Because you know what those scouts know? With a talent like this, you wait it the fuck out and make sure there's no more juice left. You ever get in your fucking toothpaste and then you at the end and you start fucking squeezing it from the fucking body, you squeeze it,
been there.
Yeah. That's what you do with Reece James until there's none left. That's why you don't hear us talk about breaking our neck to go get no right back, and you don't hear us talking about selling him. That's because it's only fans who say it. And then now all of a sudden you turn into he makes $250 a week and bro, we have one of the lowest fucking wage bills in the league. Reece James 250 does not affect anything. All the players we signed since he's come in, none of them has made his money. None. Osterman coming in last year. All he wanted was around the Reece James. He didn't even want to shatter the Reece James money. So you only want to get rid of him because you're being emotional. Oh, get him out of my club here. He hasn't played this big. How has the lack of Reece James hurt us this year? It hasn't. I said this shit earlier. I said,
can I?
Has it hurt us this year? No.
Yes.
No. Why? Because the team is built a certain way to be able to handle Reece James not being here. And we're still built to be able to handle Reece James not being here. And I'll say this. don't say you talk about Tim Pong is not good enough. Yeah, he's not good enough right now. But if your starter's hurt and your backup's hurt, I don't give a fuck what team it is. You're fucked at that position. There's not a team on the planet who are 3 deep at a position. And most positions, you drop off at backup. Even at top fucking clubs. If Mo Salah go down right now, there ain't nobody going on that right wing near him.
True.
That's
true. You try and get someone. You try and get someone as close. Yeah, you try and get someone as close to.
It's very fucking rare that your backup is close to your starter. It's very fucking rare. So this idea that he has that we're gonna have this perfect team of we're gonna get rid of Reece and then we're gonna bring in the next what?
The thing is
getting rid of Reece James,
fucking
mystery guy, and that's where I agree with. If you ain't got a name in this Reece James situation, then I say to me you just talking shit. When you looking to replace somebody like Reece James, I need a name. I don't need no swing in the fucking park. No. We need names. If you getting rid of Reece James, don't tell me we get rid of Reece James. Who you gonna get? Oh, it doesn't matter. No. This situation, it matters. If you say we getting rid of Batty and Shield, and then somebody say who we gonna get, and you be like, it don't matter, I'll be like, yeah, you're right, because you can find anybody at his levels. If you plan on getting rid of Reece James, you need to tell me a name. Now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, I need a name. Because you don't get rid of that type of talent and then just say, I'm going to take a swing on the next guy that replaces him. Only a dickhead would do that. Only a dickhead would think, I'm going to get rid of Reece James and I don't know who I'm going to replace him with. Or I'm going to get a young guy to replace him with. You crazy as hell. And even this whole Gusto talk. Gusto cannot walk in Reece James' shoes. He can't.
Well, whoa there, buddy. Whoa there. You know,
all right, I'll let CP respond, but we're gonna go back.
He cannot walk in Reece James' shoes.
What I would say, I think Gusto. Yeah, I think Gusto's quite.
Probably not the same size as well.
You know what I mean?
This fucking guy, yo.
This guy, wowza. But listen, what I would say of Gusto is that I think Gusto is just as talented as Reece James. I just think with him, it's
just as talented.
Yes, that's what I mean. What I mean by that, is that for me,
he's scored a goal yet.
Yeah, but listen, I think for me, the difference with Gusto is that I think he's still in the process of developing. I think that's the difference between him and Reece James. I think Reece James
on goal.
Yes, but again,
I think first game on the Chelsea.
No. The reason why, listen,
first game.
Bro, okay, if you let me finish, all right. Yeah. What I'm trying to say is that he needs to develop his game. He actually still needs to do that. He came to us at 19 years old and has been a regular starter for us. I think with him, it's about him learning to develop his game. But of course, I'm not gonna say he's as good as Reece James right now. It's not the complete package either.
But even talent, he don't have the talent. He can't cross the ball.
But I think listen, everyone has their positives and negatives, right? That's what I would say to you. I think with Reece James, yes, was the complete package. I just think for me with Gusto, it's about time. That's what I would say to you, bro. Honestly, for me personally with Gusto, the reason why I'm kind of like slightly disagree with you, I think with him, give him the time. I think by the time he's in his like mid-20s, I think that's where he's gonna get the
he'll be a top right back. I agree with you. But he's not. I don't think he's not gonna reach Reece James because he doesn't have that talent. Like talent and skill Reece James has, he doesn't own that. He can't dribble like Reece James. He can't cross like Reece James. What he can do like Reece James, he can tackle like him, and he can get up and down the wing just as quick and just as fast. But he doesn't impact, and he can't shoot anywhere near as Reece James. Anywhere near. Reece James can shoot with his left foot, with his right foot, and free kicks. Gusto cannot do any of that. He can't. Any corners with Reece James. Gusto can't do any of that. But he's a great, right? Don't get me wrong. Gusto's a great. I'm not saying Gusto's not Chelsea levels. He's far, like he's still a baby boy. Gusto's literally the same age as my youngest son. He's a baby boy. Like he's a kid still. But when you said he's just as talented as Reece James, no. He's not. He doesn't have those. He doesn't tick those boxes. But he do tick a lot of boxes. So I think my thing is what CP is saying is for the amount of boxes Reece James tick. If you're saying you're getting rid of Reece James, the level of player he is, you can't just say to me, "Oh yeah, anybody." Hell no. I need somebody. You got to tell me somebody.
So can I answer? So
yeah,
here's
go.
Yeah. So here's something. So the first thing is when he got injured during this last stint, he wasn't even playing a traditional right back or left back. He was playing basically as a center back, either right center back or left center back, and that's when he got injured, right? So in the system, even we're using him as a center back role, not as a traditional right back. He's not bombing up and down the pitch like he used to. Right? And you're saying, how does that impact me? Because if it was a center back option and he was healthy, then we wouldn't be so worried with Badiashile also being injured about Fofana. Because Reece James, if he was healthy, would be taking that role at the right center back with ease. I would not be worried. Actually, I would be more comfortable because I know he's great aerially still. He's great with pace and everything else. And at times he offers better. He would definitely offer the long ball more than Fofana would. So if you're telling me how does that impact me right now, if I'm going for the league and Fofana's out for a month, and I have a Reece James, I'm assuming there's not even going to be a percentage of a drop off between Fofana and Reece James. Heck, I can accept better offensive numbers from his long balls into dangerous areas on the wings. So how is that affecting me this season? That is how it is affecting me this season because we were freaking out about Badiashile being on the right center back role with Tottenham, right? Because he's uncomfortable there. But if I had a Reece James, which he was playing for Liverpool as a right center back, and the other two games he was playing was a right center back and left center back role, then I wouldn't be worried at all. I would be like, oh, actually, it's more of an advantage because now he offers me the same thing as Fofana defensively, and he offers me what he can offensively as well, which is way better than Fofana, right? That's the first thing. And if you're telling me about this whole thing about with regards to Gusto, I think Gusto and Reece James entered our squad when he was about 20, turning 21, about the same age as Gusto. And I think they're very similar in skill level. I'm sorry,
No, they're not, bro.
because
Y'all dudes are tripping. No, they're not.
no, because I'm saying
true.
for talent, because you can't say he can never be as talented as Reece James.
Bro, Reece James, when he came to Chelsea, could strike the ball with left, right foot. He takes corners, he takes free kicks. Those are all talents that I just named that Gusto cannot do. And there's not even a sign that he can do them.
Sure. Okay, so can I answer? So first, he's a right back. I don't need him to keep on striking this ball and everything in this Maresca system if we're keeping Maresca.
What do you talk? Do you see the places Gusto ends up? Bro, come on. We're gonna talk. We gotta talk ball now. I'm not ready to sit here and talk foolishness. Do you see the positions Gusto
so you don't let me
in?
complete a sentence. You don't even let me complete the sentence before you
interrupt me. You said you do not need Gusto to have end product. Yes, you do. And the positions where Gusto ends up, he needs to have end product.
That's even up for debate. Can I speak, or are you going to just interrupt me?
Jimmy, let him land. Go on, CP. Go on.
So he's saying that, which is true. But what Maresca did was have Enzo in that position, and that's why Enzo. Because then Palmer stayed on the right side because we were complaining when Gusto was bombing up in those 10 positions that why is Palmer being moved to the left-hand side? Even Lewis said that. Hi, Lewis, on the chat. Why is that? Because that's limiting him because Palmer was performing better in the right pocket. So what did Maresca do? He put either Gusto or Caicedo back, and it's kind of like a right center back, right back, or inverting. And he made sure that Enzo and Palmer are in the 10 positions. So that problem isn't even there anymore if we're just saying with regards to that and the ball striking option, because Enzo is taking the left pocket of the 10 and Palmer's taking the right pocket, which was where Gusto was playing previously. So that doesn't even do anything for us right now. And Enzo's scoring goals.
Do you not know we don't play the same every game, right? So this same
we do play those two the same. We do play those two the same.
Every game setup.
We do play. We haven't
played.
You
don't watch the games, bro.
I literally do watch the games.
Y'all need to stop talking like Chelsea has a set system because we don't. We don't. We do not have a set system. We don't. He has 3 or 4 fucking ways how we play, and he switches them up. Stop this talk as if the way we playing now is the way we're gonna always play. You don't know that because we played 4 fucking different ways. So stop saying, well, Palmer was on the left and he moved him back. You don't know if he moved Palmer back. You don't know what made him move Palmer back and forth. You complained that Palmer didn't have good games, but he's not out there to make Palmer have good games. He's out there to win the game. That's the problem with fans. Sometimes y'all get lost in that. He's not out there to make Palmer look good. He's out there to win. So when he moved Palmer to the left and Palmer didn't play good, did he still move him to the left? And he know he didn't play good? That means it did something else because we still won. So I'll sacrifice Palmer for this.
He's gonna go. I'll let him Jenny do his thing.
Go.
I can't.
Go on, TP. Go on, Jenny.
So it's not just me. Even Lewis was saying on multiple streams that Palmer wasn't playing as well as the standard that we're used to in the left pocket. And you can see that by the amount of chances created since Enzo's been put into that left pocket compared to when Palmer was there. Because now we have 2 10s that are proper 10s compared to a right back inverting up there. So that helps with that entire situation. So you can't just say it's me as a fan, just me. Lewis was saying that on multiple channels and multiple streams.
He's talking about how we played that game, bro. That's not how
he was saying that during that time.
Jimmy, let him land.
Thank you. Thank you, Flawless. So he was saying that during the time when Gusto was being inverted in that 10 position because Palmer was playing on the left side more. That's why he was saying, dude, I don't like what Maresca's doing with Palmer being in the left. He's not impacting the game as much. And also we're not creating as much chances. And that was also during the time when we had the Caicedo and Lavia pivot and everyone's like, oh, we're great defensively. But some people were like, are we creating as much offensively? And right now the evidence shows otherwise because we are creating way more with this Enzo and Palmer double 10 thing that's going on. So that's what I can say with regards to that.
Bro,
and that's why I don't need
creating the same amount. Our goal creation and goal scoring has not moved.
So the point.
Fuck out of here with these fake ass narratives you created.
So the point you're making.
Every fucking game, bro. What are you talking about?
I know you do. I also.
So the point you're making.
What point was we struggling at shot creation? When was that? When the fuck was that? Name me the games when Chelsea struggled at shot creation. When?
Sure.
I don't give a fuck what side Palmer was on.
Go on. What games? What games do you think Chelsea struggled shot creation? Go on, TP. Go on, TP.
Sure. So the Liverpool one is a clear chance of us really not doing great shot creation wise because we only had basically one. You know that game. We had one chance, one goal. Great goal by Jackson. Another. Okay. Another. Sorry, there's an echo.
Now we good.
No. The echo on your side, maybe.
Sorry, my apologies. So some other games I think we were lacking were also the Newcastle games. I think some shots were good, but not as much as we were used to. I think personally.
Get the fuck. I struggle to get no shots off those games.
So Liverpool. So you think Liverpool go on? Well,
I think I think Liverpool, Newcastle, and then I also think Arsenal. And that was during that stretch where obviously they're harder teams. I agree, but also some of these harder teams we're saying because we're now facing teams now who sit back more, right? That play to our quote unquote disadvantage that we were thinking, right? Sitting at the back. So what I'm saying is we should be creating more against teams that are going head to head with us than teams that were sitting back. That was the narrative. And I think we were lacking offensively in these games. And
what the fuck? Bro, I'm sorry, I cannot talk ball. Bro, Liverpool, I watched way too much fucking Chelsea, but somebody didn't tell me this season we struggle offensively. That is just not fucking true. I'm sorry.
I did not say we struggled in all of Chelsea's games, Flawless. I said during that stretch, once again.
What match? Win? What game,
I
bro?
literally just named the games in front of Flawless.
So
if you were paying attention,
so you say Liverpool. So you say Liverpool, Newcastle. Any other games that you think you struggled?
I said Newcastle, Liverpool.
Yeah, not necessarily for the whole game, but you're saying in parts.
No, I'm saying during those games for larger parts, and specifically those games in specific where he was playing the left, where Palmer was playing the left pocket.
You're talking specifically about Palmer. That's the problem. You keep talking about what Palmer did. The team is Chelsea, not fucking Palmer.
Yes, and I said,
when Palmer play on the left, Palmer has a bad game. What did he fucking do?
I said Chelsea as a whole did not create enough. I said Chelsea as a whole didn't create enough. And those were also the stretch of games where Palmer was positioned.
When Palmer plays on the left, we still create chances.
I said not as much. I did not say we were deadbeats. I said not as much as we were usually creating.
We're not Palmer FC.
Exactly, but I am saying
if
players are placed in better positions where we create more, that is fine. And he was creating more in the right pocket right now, and Enzo in the left, Jimmy.
This ain't Palmer FC, man. You talk when Palmer was on the left, so what? When Palmer was on the left, what? We still created chances. There's no point this fucking season when Chelsea wasn't creating chances.
But not as much as we usually would.
So CP, you're saying you're not saying you didn't create at all.
I have never said we did not create any chances.
You're saying the amount was lessened in certain points. Is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay, so that's what you man ain't gonna agree on that. You man ain't gonna agree on that one with the Liverpool and Newcastle. Before you carry on, run up the likes, hit the subscribe button as well. Big up to C24. Big up for the super chats. Says if we're talking about potentially winning a Prem, I'm not trying to get worse just so I can get a profit off Reece James. He helps more here than selling him. First, I hear your point. And T24 says, is this a Lewis stream? Had to check my phone. Hey, man, when you try to be great, you got to do as the greats do. You know what I'm saying? Who better follow in the footsteps of someone that, you know what I'm saying, that I look up to in this space and I see the greatness that they do in this space. Why would you not take a leaf out of their book? You know what I'm saying? On accident. It wasn't planned, but hey, we move. But I already know what Jimmy going to bring to the stream, and I know what CP going to bring to the stream, as well as Surfer. Ahmed, bit hit and miss, but hey, we move. But you know, we move.
What can I say, man? You know what I mean? That's why they call me the Risty 58. Lovely.
No, they call you the Reece James of this panel at the moment. That's what they call
I'm the Reece James of the panel.
That's what it is, man. Hey, man, I ain't scared to say I'll take a leave out of people's books, especially Lewis on one of the biggest content creators that on 50+K. I'd be foolish not to take a leave out of his book. That'd be just stupid on my part. Go on, Jimmy.
Liverpool 2-1. We lost. 57% possession, 12 shots on goal, 3 big chances, 3 keeper saves. We had more shots on goal than them. We had a goal expectancy of a goal. Okay. Well, what other game he said we failed to create chances?
Arsenal and Newcastle.
It definitely can't be the 2-1 win at Newcastle. No, it wouldn't dare be that. It wouldn't dare be that. What was the other games? I need those games you're talking about.
No, I'm telling you with a very calm voice. I'm saying Arsenal as well. So I said Arsenal as well, Jimmy.
What was wrong with Arsenal now? What happened with Arsenal?
I said we didn't create as much chances as we usually would.
Okay. 13 shots with Arsenal. Oh, I'm sorry. 17 shots against Arsenal.
17 shots.
Right. And how
with
many?
With a goal expectancy of a goal and a half, 1.5 XP.
Mm-hmm.
And we scored a goal. So what's this? How many? What was that XP supposed to be? 7?
No, but we're traditionally our XG for the season traditionally has been averaging over 2 for most games.
We're playing against at the time who was considered one of the best defense in the league. Did you think we was gonna just cook everybody? You expected us to cook Saliba and fucking Gabriel?
We don't. Excuse me, we keep on saying we need to cook, but they're also not that great defensively because they're basically slightly better than us defensively this season with a center back core that we keep on saying is ass and a goalkeeper we keep on saying is ass compared to David Raya, who's we're saying is one of the best goalkeepers in the league and apparently the 2 best center backs and all that nonsense, right? We're saying Saliba's great, Gabriel's getting, and they're only 4 against us, and 2 of those we just gave to freaking Spurs during the Spurs game. We were on level before the Spurs game in terms of goals conceded with Arsenal.
So what are you saying? You're saying we have a good defense? You're all over the
No,
fucking place,
I am
bro.
saying that defense this season isn't all it's cracked up to be.
So wait. You just said that wasn't the point. Who the fuck? Who am I debating with? Donald Trump? Bro, this is a debate if Arsenal fucking defense is good. You said we didn't get attacked going against Arsenal.
Oh my god.
I don't think it was good enough. No, not as much.
Bro, we're not going over your fucking opinion. Facts over your fucking feelings.
Yes,
you
and the
said
facts
we
were
didn't
we
get no
averaged more
attack
as a
against
whole in the
Arsenal.
season.
We took 17 shots.
Yes, I don't care about how many shots we take. We can take 1 billion from outside the
Oh
box.
my
It's about how many
God.
are on target and are in dangerous positions.
What's
Which
the
you said it was
tactic?
1.5. I could
We-
take a shot
we
from
had
the
more
goalkeeper line.
possession.
It's a shot on target.
No,
Cool story,
we had-
bro. Thanks.
We
I
had
got a
more
shot on target.
possession and 17 shots. What is the tack? What is the tack then?
I'm sorry. I could take 1 billion shots from outside the box, and everyone's okay. Cool. I took a shot. That's great.
I'm sorry,
I'm glad
Andrew,
I took a shot.
Is Chelsea a team that take 1 billion shots? When the fuck did Chelsea become take 1 billion shots out of the box team? Yo, you talking
I'm
shit,
saying
but you know the
you're saying
problem
we
is
took 17
you talking
shots.
to
I
a
don't.
fucking psycho. I watch every game twice. That's the problem. A lot of y'all, so when y'all go to talk this bullshit, my brain go, wait, you smell that? Yeah, bullshit alert. Because y'all like to just throw out keywords that can apply to anywhere. You said we didn't have attack against Arsenal, and I just proved you wrong. You said we didn't have attack against Liverpool. I just proved you wrong. How many more fucking times I gotta prove you wrong?
And before we continue quickly, just want to say to you lot in the chat, hey, to people in the chat, you can disagree with CP, you can disagree with Jimmy, disagree with me, disagree with Surfer. Right, you can disagree with Ahmed, but the point I'm making is make sure, like, no, to you lot in the chat, all genuine, all serious, there's no personals. I will start blocking people. Disagree all you want. Keep it football, though, to everybody in the chat. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing a couple things in the chat, man. Don't like. You can poke holes in someone's argument. Don't attack the person. That doesn't run here at Sarcasm City TV. I know some people are new. It's getting heated. CP and Jimmy know each other, so it's cool that they can go like this. You know what I'm saying? But in the chat, no personals, people. Poke holes in arguments. Poke holes in their footballing arguments. Don't need to be mentioning anything else. Poke holes in arguments. And for those that are just seeing that Jimmy is in the stateside where that is legal, just to clarify. But yes, people, keep it clean in the chat as well. And run up the likes, hit the subscribe button as well. And as you can see, everybody watching. Go on. I know.
You know what I was gonna say quickly? I'm gonna actually kind of
there we go. Love that.
Oh, lovely.
See, legal people. Legal.
I'm actually gonna slightly I'm gonna slightly black what's it called Jimmy's point, yeah, in regards to the guys that take the vast majority of our outside the box shots, yeah, I would probably say, yeah, and they're not even that many. I would even argue it's maybe a Madueke, but whenever even when he cuts in, it's always inside the box. It's not even outside the box usually. Neto obviously did it once against Arsenal. Obviously Sancho did it once, but listen, our wingers in general, I don't think they have the strength in the to be doing the outside the boot shots. It's really like, it's really a lot of the stuff that we do is always inside the box. I'll be very real.
I think our XG's entitled to come down a bit given the higher opposition we play as well.
Exactly.
So it's like our XG against Southampton.
Even Gusto's the I can't even like Gusto's a lot of those.
And also when we're playing the Liverpools and those guys are in the box taking tons of shots. The shots are getting blocked. Fellas, exactly, you recognize that. We get a lot of shots blocked. Yeah, but guys are in the box actually taking shots.
Yeah, it's different XG.
The attack is getting in there. They're taking the shots. And guys are blocking shots.
Plus, I think we, like I said, I think my memory suits me fine. I think we created a lot of chances against Arsenal in either half. So, that's why, like that. Remember that Gusto header that went over the bar in the first half, stuff like that. So.
No, that's fair. And big up to George. You know what I'm saying?
So it's just one of those.
Hey, Ahmed, how you say your surname, Ahmed?
You want to talk about Everton now?
George. So that's George Dakai.
There we go, man. I didn't want to butcher your name, so I appreciate the super chat, and you remember, George. Yeah, I just don't want to butcher your name. He said, "CP, stop. We don't have fun for the funeral. Big up for the super chat."
Yo, y'all chill. CP good, man. This is just how I debate.
Yeah, no, me and Jimmy are good.
Yeah, CP's good, man. This is just how I debate.
I big up to C24 says flawless.
That's how Jimmy orders a pizza. For Christ's sake.
You're an idiot. Go on, let me get to
Give me pepperoni.
Flawless, I think you found another gem panel, bro. I think so too. I was there, I stumbled across it on accident. I ain't going. Obviously, I knew what Jimmy was going. I don't know what CP's like, but yeah, this is But go on, CP. Go say what he's going to say before we get to your injuries and the Everton game. Yeah, big up to TJ for the raid as well, man. Make sure you subscribe to TJ Warren TV and big up Dal as well, man. He's been a member of the channel for 11 months. Is big up Flawless and the Sarcasm City family. One love. Hey, big up Dal. Shout out to TJ. Make sure you subscribe to TJ Warren TV as well, man. Big up everyone over there, man. Family tree. Yeah, go on, CP.
Sorry, two things. One thing in general, because you also mentioned in the chat. Okay, me and Jimmy are arguing, and there was one personal attack. That's bad by me from to Jimmy. And I know the best thing we want is for us to win the league. Like that's what we want. We want so whatever we argue, I know it's just for this. Second of all, the one thing I do agree with Jimmy. If we are talking about another topic, I just want to revisit is this whole shying away from this title BS.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hate this because here's the thing. I've been this season. I'm doing stand because of the position we are. I am Standards FC. I'm fucking Standards FC, and my standards are when we're in a title race, we fucking call it. Why are we doing this PTSD from back when we were title challengers with Tuchel in November, and then both our left and right wing back who we actually used to score our goals because our fucking striker was Kai Havertz and Timo Werner. I get it. I get that. I get PTSD from there. But now our attack is free flowing, my guy. We have a bazillion attackers who score a bazillion goals. So I don't know why we're getting this PTSD for that. I can get a slight PTSD with regards to center back injuries, but our we're scoring a bazillion. I don't have the one thing this season I don't have to worry about compared to that Potter season is scoring a damn goal. I had to pray upon a fucking 1,000 shooting stars to hope that one trickles in for a fucking goal every game during that Potter season where we scored 36 goals in 38 games, which was pathetic.
Damn.
Now
oh my god! I think we like one goal away from that. I think
I remember that. Yeah, we're one goal away now in the league from
Then we go like a month with one goal.
Yeah, we are.
We had one fucking goal in the whole month.
Yeah, no, we went 2 months with zero.
No, there's 2 months where we didn't have a goal. We were using backup ones or the women's teams.
Oh goals. Yeah, that's what it was. We had no goals.
Yeah. So here's the thing. It's like we have so much firepower. Why aren't we having our chest out? Who cares what the rivals say? I don't give a shit.
Me neither.
We're not, especially this season. I'm saying next season, sure, if you want to be a little baby. This season is like the Arsenal season where Arsenal broke out. I'm gonna have my chest out because we're second in the league and we could be first. And we're not quote unquote supposed to be here. We're supposed to be 6th place. We're supposed to be mid-table. We're supposed to be $1 billion bottle jobs, but we're second against some of the best teams.
Reason I got my chest out.
Peters, against the second best team in the league for 2 seasons in Arsenal. We're beating all of them. So I don't care.
You can go back and watch some of these shows of people giving their breakdowns of what do you think Chelsea's gonna. I sat there and listened to the disrespect. I'm like, oh, fucking really? So for us to be in second now, man, there ain't no fucking.
Jimmy, can I give you a prime example?
Put it like this. There is nothing that can happen this weekend to stop us from not being in second place by Christmas. Think about that.
Yep. True.
We're 4 points ahead, third place. So no matter what, by Christmas, Chelsea's in second fucking place. I'm not about to sit and be humble on that.
Jimmy, can I give you an example of a channel who did that? This channel, because I remember Flawless bantering me last. He's like, "Oh, we gotta scroll down. We gotta open those cookies to see Chelsea in 13th place." So hell yeah, this season I'm having my chest out.
Hey, the Chelsea segment, mate.
You know what I'm saying?
This is the Chelsea.
You know what I'm saying? Now this feels like the other footballers. I love it.
Enjoy 100%. That's why I celebrate. celebrate. Like anytime United was good a couple years ago, people why you celebrate so much? Because you never know what could happen. But yeah, go on.
Exactly.
Look,
so my thing has always been
you might disappear for a few years.
Yeah. So my thing is have the chest that we're in a title race. I'm saying for me, when I believe that we can win this league, is if we go on a stretch of runs until Man City and we beat Man City. If we beat Man City, the second the whistle happens, I'm believing this team 100%, and I'm saying we're winning this league. That is the mentality I will be going with, is that we're winning this league. Because we will have beaten the 4 Peters at the Etihad, no matter how bad they are. And we have a stretch after we beat them until we play Arsenal that it's a clean run once again. So I will be saying we're fucking going for this league. Because near the end of the season, when we play Arsenal and Liverpool, it'll be 6 pointers. 6 pointers for this goddamn league.
It will be.
So everyone's saying we gotta wait till March.
Damn sure will be.
If people keep on saying we gotta wait till March, why? We wait till Jan 25th and we beat that. We have stretch of games until March where we should be winning every single game, especially when we don't have Conference League games until March. We don't have Conference League games, by the way. The round of 32 is happening in Feb or March. We're not part of that. We get a free bye through that.
And then FA Cup game is like Markham or some shit like that.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a League 2 side who's bottom of League 2, by the way. So I don't know why we can't have this chest. I can understand if you guys can't have the chest of we're winning this league, but you should have the chest of we're in this race. We have a Man City who's falling off by the second. We don't even know if they're gonna win against Villa. Man, and if they don't win against Villa, they're even more than 6 points behind us.
Well,
and they could buy freaking Messi reincarnated himself in the winter, and they can't catch up to us with that lead. So why are we freaking out? Why are we pretending like? Why are we acting like we are Arsenal? That we haven't won a league in 20 years. We won a Champions League 3 years ago. We are the underdogs. We were underdogs during the 2012 Champions League. We were underdogs during the season where we won against Mourinho the first time because we were the little horse. We were underdogs again because we were 10th with Conte the season before. Because of that Jose Mourinho season where we fell off, and then Conte, we won the league. We were underdogs against 2021. Why can we not be happy and excited that we're underdogs once again?
No, that's fair.
We always love chasing. We always fuck frontline. We always love chasing. We always love when people beat us down. We were underdogs when Mourinho took over the first time, when we had the Invincibles and Manchester United, and we went back-to-back leagues. Better believe it,
them sons of bitches was powerhouses.
Exactly. We were underdogs.
Powerhouses.
We were underdogs then.
Those was powerhouses.
Mourinho came from winning at Porto, and he was saying he was a special one, but everyone was laughing at him then. And by the end of the season, no one was laughing at him. Everyone was lauding him. We have always been underdogs since I've been alive. Why can't we puff our chest out that we're underdogs once again? And that should be to every Chelsea fan. If you want to go to these channels for troll purposes and say that, I understand that. But within Chelsea circles, we should be having our chest out. If you want to troll the fans and do the we're humble club because they used to banner us, I understand that. But within Chelsea circles, we should be fucking having our chest out and saying we're beating everyone. I don't care. We just talked about this is the first time since Thomas Tuchel that we believe we can win any game we're in.
Any fucking game.
Any game we're in. We had a chance against Liverpool if Robert Sanchez and the defense was more on it. We could have drawn that game.
Do you believe now, Ahmed, man? Does the nation believe?
We need to have our chest out. Why can't we? Why can't we? So, Ahmed, to you, can I have your opinion on this? Because Surfer, me, and Jimmy are very much on the same page about at least saying we're in the title race.
Well, I did say we're in the title race via the table, but I just don't.
No, don't give me via table. Give me with the chest out. Don't give me this via the table mathematically.
I stand by the manager. I stand by Enzo Maresca. That's it.
No. Don't give me that. Because when Madueke is telling me what's the title race, because when Madueke says what's the title race, we know that's BS.
CP, as in the words of Enzo Maresca, we are not in a title race. That's it. Thank you very much.
All right, first. And that being said, before we continue, hey, you lot, still over 150 people in the building. Run up the likes, hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the Bridge Nation. Make sure you subscribe to Jimmy Spliff TV. I know Manchester United people because I didn't know the Chelsea section was going to be that long. But hey, you lot were entertained, so we let it run. I mentioned it right at the very start about Ian Wright. I'm paraphrasing, saying Rashford should join Arsenal because he's been written off at 27. He said he was written off at 28. And you know what, Ian Wright, I'm with you, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Arsenal, I'm with you.
They got a saying here in America, my nigga. There's a sucker born every day, man. They look like Arsenal is reborn every fucking day.
I'm with it.
Why would they want Rashford? Like, they don't. Rashford?
Talk about it.
They got the Martinelli problem. Now they want the Rashford problem on the left.
Because they want the Martinelli profile, which Rashford is. You know what I'm saying?
It's the thing I want to know. Was Ian Wright, while he was on Twitter or whatever he's doing it, was he
was on Instagram
in new Arsenal gear like he usually is? You know
nah,
what I mean?
He's selling some shit.
I'm trying to find the actual quote that he said. He responded to something on. It was something on.
Was it
Instagram?
a Save a Kids initiative by Arsenal that he was sponsoring? Because Rashford and them linking up would be perfect, right? Like he's.
Let me just say this. Let me just say this as an older. Let me say this as a. Let me say this as an older fan, right? I just want to say this. How dare you, Ian Wright? How dare you lower your standards for Marcus Rashford? You are a far better player at 28 than Marcus Rashford is at 27. How dare you, Ian Wright?
So this is what he said. He said, I got to Arsenal at 28, but you expect me, and he put ME in capital letters, to write off someone with the ability of Marcus, Marcus has at 27. So many of you are desperate to see these young people fail so that you can say you were right. You would take 1% of the career Marcus has had. So he's saying, man. He's saying.
Big up.
We're not saying Marcus can't play football. What we're saying is Arsenal will be jackasses.
1% of his weekly wage.
Listen, man. Big up to Rashid. You know what I mean? Big up to me. It seems he's got a lot of guys in his corner.
Including Sancho. Sancho co-signed it as well. Sancho hit with the fire.
Well, I mean, listen, man. I understand it from Sancho.
Sancho knows. I'm glad. Proper Chelsea.
You know what, man? He understands, man. United's a toxic environment, so we get it, man.
Proper Chelsea now.
You know what I mean? United's a toxic environment, so we get it, man. But listen, Rashford to Arsenal. Let's make it happen, man. We need to see that, man. You know what I mean? We're gonna be about to see the best of me part 2. Find out.
I'm with it. Like I said, because he actually didn't say in the quote.
I really do feel like it's going to be in general, by the way. I'll be honest with you. The way stuff is happening now, it's really looking like they're going to try to force on Jan. But the problem I'm having here is, I saw today. I was watching. What's it called? Forget the gentleman's name. It's the two United fans. On BR Sports. Yeah. And they
he's talking about Culture Cams.
Yes,
was it Culture Cams?
And he was like, he said, he'd fit into Barcelona.
What? Wait, who said that? He'd fit into Barcelona.
You haven't recently Culture Cams. They were talking about him fitting in Barcelona.
He was the other fan. Hey, let us know in the chat, people.
Like the B team, the Barcelona B team.
Yeah, and they were both saying Barcelona, and I was like,
hey, you know what? They're United fans. I get it, man. Hey, Culture Cams, Lias, whoever said that, I agree, man. I agree. I see it, man.
I was like, Barcelona.
I see it.
No way. Listen, these man, I'm not touching that guy at all because I saw Rashford from Spain. I'm like, you're not going to Madrid.
Oh, that highlight.
Yeah, man. Madrid ain't even touching you, bro.
No way.
Hey, they signed Conor Gallagher. Hey, I'm with it. Let's go.
Listen, they're actually not gonna go for him, bro. They're using Gallagher left mid, bro. I'll be honest. Gallagher left mid gives you more than Rashford right now.
No, Rashford can run behind, man. The high lines, man. The pace.
And I think for me, the issue with him, is that I don't see a space for him in Spain. I actually think, if he was willing to go to like 100K a week, he would actually go Germany. There would be a spot for him in Germany. I'll be real. Like a club in Germany would take him. I don't think PSG's gonna take him. You know what I mean? Unless we take Barcola off PSG.
Stop it.
I actually think, AC Milan right now, they're very desperate. I don't know if you've been watching the AC Milan stuff.
Why is Leao
ain't got enough cash? They ain't got enough cash.
I could see them, but you know what I could see happening?
Maybe they got in their car will suffice. What's better, James?
No. They got a new ownership. They've got they can do like a loan of an option to buy maybe. But listen, honestly speaking, watch out for AC Milan. That's gonna be my take for you, bro. I think AC Milan might be because they're currently 8th in the league. They're doing really bad actually in the league in general. Command's under a lot of pressure. The team's under a lot of pressure to perform. That's what I mean. I'm just saying AC Milan might be the place. It might be doing the where the Chelsea clubs go. Where they go to AC Milan and them lot to like get their career back. So that's what he might need to do.
First, but in regards to it, I do agree with you And the reason why I brought it up because it was an interesting point with Ian Wright. Like, yeah, his career at Manchester United is done. Like, that's from when he got left out of the squad the second time, and that's because of what he said after the City game. And I'm all for it. Anyone who knows me, he's watched it, knows. Yeah, he needs he's ready for a new challenge. Yeah, he's ready for it. When I see that, because when I first heard it, I was on street. I thought it was fake. I was like, there's no way he said that publicly. I'm like, there's no way he said that publicly. And then obviously the sources came out like he did say that publicly. Cool. You've just sped up your exit. I'm cool with that. I wish more of our players would talk. You know what I'm saying, please. I'm trying to see the back play the youth. It's in particular.
I'm trying to get Ben Chilwell to do a Lukaku type interview, man, and get this scrub out of it. You know what I mean? So
you don't play, so you're good. You know, but someone would.
No, just get him out. Talk about waste of wages, like we talked about earlier. Ben Chilwell's a waste of wages.
Shout out Chilwell, man. Shout out Chilwell, man.
$20K a week.
Shout him out. Fuck Ben Chilwell. What a garbage football player.
I'll shout for him to get
out. Listen, man. You want to eat your fuss. You got a little bit of respect. You got to give a little bit of respect.
He played a part in the UCL team. Don't say
I humor you with the Barcola stuff. Do not even try and get on the Chilwell stuff, even if you're
joking. Man. All I'm saying, man, you can humor me some more, man. That's all I'm saying, man.
I cannot think of a more demonic left-hand side than Ben Chilwell and Barcola. All right.
Listen, the rich sources, man. The rich sources are speaking a lot, man. So you know what I mean? Watch the space.
Whatever, man.
The rich sources, man. If you know, you know.
This is what it is, man. If you want to, whether it's Saudi, but Ahmed made another great point because I heard about a potential loan move to a Bundesliga team, and it's like, United will definitely have to pay some of his.
If he goes to, by the way, guys, if he goes to the Saudi league, his career is over. He's accepting, yeah. I'm going there for the bag. He needs to realize it. If he's realized that and he goes to Saudi.
I don't care where he goes.
No. I'm just saying, if he decides to go there, that's him accepting. You know what I mean? Love and guidance. That's what I'm saying.
At his age.
Listen, the red sources were correct on that. The red sources were.
Yeah, we really signed Samu, didn't we?
The red sources didn't know that Chelsea were trying to go for Delphi.
No, just stop there. You just stopped what you just said. The bridge sources didn't know. You'd be fine. You didn't.
Yeah, that was the best way to end that.
Listen, listen. The red sources know a lot, man. The red sources were leaking stuff that they know.
It's leaking. Yeah, whatever.
There we go. If you know, you know. If you know, you know, man.
But that's pretty much it. Anybody who's heard me talk about Marcus Rashford and Manchester United players in general, I'm all for it. And it just dispels the myths again about players can't be dropped and players can't be moved on. Any player can be dropped from any squad. Any player can be sold, even if they're on astronomical money. You might not get a good deal. You might have to pay him off, but you can get him moved on. Sancho was on big money, but and the move to Dortmund, and that was the talk. It's like, how are you gonna get rid of Sancho? Listen, this is before the January.
What about Amad Diallo, bro? What about Amad Diallo, man? Is he going for a free or?
That's as much as Barcola to Chelsea. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, you can keep hating on this guy, bro. Listen, hey, I'm willing to lose my way over him.
You know how Barcola can get me on side, beat Manchester City in that Champions League game. That's how we get.
Don't worry, man. He's gonna do it.
I'm very concerned. Him and Dembele. I'm super concerned.
Him and Desiree Doué, we're gonna be getting hoops against City. I'm telling you.
I hope so.
Him and Desiree Doué, what are we gonna be seeing here in that game? Yeah, maybe he might be not even be there because he's gonna be at Chelsea. But listen, thanks to Mudryk, man. Mudryk made my day, man. You know what I mean? We got Mudryk, man. That's my one guy right there, man.
Yeah, that's what it is. But in regards to Diallo, he's got a year extension that we can trigger, and he'll get a new deal. Yeah, this guy joke, man. You know what I'm saying? Well, he'll slide a new deal. But yeah, Rashford, man, it's time. It's time, man. It's time to go. Love that, man. Like whether it's Arsenal, whether it's somewhere else in the Premier League, whether it's somewhere in Europe, whether it's Saudi, I am with it. You know what I'm saying? And there's so many players who can go as well. But switching back to Chelsea, we'll go to you, sir, for Everton. Obviously, you are in great form. I'm not sure how many games it is in a row you've won, but it's a lot across all competitions and in the Premier League. But you don't travel well to Everton, but they're not in the best of form, even though they just got a good point at the Emirates. But your thoughts on the game and scoreline prediction for it as well.
So I don't like to do research, stuff like that, unless it's pointed out. But I just took a sample of games when we, from 2004 up until last season, just away at Everton, right? So we played them 21 times, right? 21 times, yeah. And we've only won there 7 times in 21 years. 7 times.
21 attempts.
There's been 4 draws, and they've beaten us 10 times. They've beaten us 10 times. Here's one for you. Out of the last 6 games at Everton in the league, they've won 5 of them. So when I talk about records and stuff like that, this is what I'm talking about. I've said it right now. I said it when we did the Tottenham preview. It's a complete 180. I'm more fearful of going to Everton than ever going to Spurs in my lifetime. Okay? Because Everton will just somehow show up and will just grab a 2-0 or 1-0 against us. We went up there with Carlo Ancelotti's team, that free scoring team that scored over 100 league goals, and were battering people 7s, 6s, and 8s and stuff like that. We lost 2-1 to like a mid Louis Sahara and whoever scored against us. Do you know what I mean? When the last couple of seasons ago, when under they were under Frank Lampard, and Richarlison nodded and scored for weeks and won 1-0. It's madness. I'm just telling you right now. Everton have been rubbish for years. It doesn't matter if it's their worst team. Vasta TV. We've had our best teams, and we haven't won up there. Do you know what I mean?
You've gone up there with quality sides.
People seem to be forgetting what happened last year, bro.
We've won one out of our last six games there. 1 out of 6.
7 out of 21 is crazy.
7 out of 21. We won only 30, and this is when Prime Mourinho. We've had Mourinho twice. We've had Conte. We've had Ancelotti. We've had Sarri. We've had Tuchel and stuff like that. It's a big bad record, and I will tell you right now, I don't care what anyone says. Not watching the game, if someone told me Chelsea won 1-0, I'd snap your hand off right now for a 1-0 victory at Everton. I'll take it the stinkiest, ugliest 1-0 win OG 1-0 win you've ever seen in your goddamn life. I'm taking it. I am taking it, because that ground is our doom. It's like being stuck in quicksand when we go there. Honestly, it's just something about that ground that we can't get over. You know what I mean? So take the 1-0. I'm going. Listen, I don't care what anyone says. I don't care about free scoring. I'm going 1-0 Chelsea, because my confidence before this game, no matter how good we're playing, is not that high given the record we have against them. Okay, I just think that, and also you think that dirty low block against Arsenal last week was dirty. You wait till this weekend. It's even going to be dirtier, that low block. I'm telling you right now, they're probably going to. You know the heat maps. You know the percentage that Sky does about in each percentage.
Yeah. When he split it,
I think we could see very low in our area, mid 20% in midfield, and something like 70% in their area. Their heat maps, their defenders. There's going to be like just team circles of orange, because I think they're just going to be in their own half. I really do. And I don't even think Pickford might not even have to have like a man of the match display. I just give me the 1-0 right now, and I'm fine. And I don't have to. Then you know what? Then we don't have to visit that stadium again because we're getting a new one. So we don't have to worry about that stadium ever again. Get it done. Move on to Boxing Day against Fulham, and we can get this out of the way. But it'll be a big thing for me if we do win, going back to back against Brentford and Everton, giving our records over with them recently. That it'll be a huge thing. So yeah, 1-0.
1-0. I don't know you saying.
I'm not too negative. Listen, you obviously. I like to use the term, because I'm in management, called active listening. You obviously didn't actively listen to what I just said, given that we've won 7 out of 21 times in the past 21 times, and we've won 1 out of the last 6 there. Okay. So I'm not talking negatively. This isn't even about. Didn't talk negatively about the team. I just talked negatively about the record on there because it stinks. We have one of the worst records there ever. So 1-0 or a 2-1, I don't care. Get it done. Get it over with. We don't have to visit Goodison Park in the league ever again. We're done there. We can start creating a new record at their new stadium, hopefully winning one, and we roll on like that.
So listen, we don't care about surface, logic, man. You know what I mean? He's a Debbie Downer anyway, as the guys in the chat were saying.
Ahmed, I'm going to literally RKO you through the screen. I swear to God, I'm going to make it my personal mission to RKO you. I don't care if it's. I don't care where you are. and if I have to do time for it, I will RKO you.
Listen, Saf, I will go to sleep for you. How about that instead? That's it, man. So,
you'll go to sleep, all right? RKO you. That's what I'm gonna do.
Listen, what I will say, so what Saf is saying is correct. Honestly, like, you know, it's a very hard place for us in general. It's always tough for us there. But one thing I will say is that obviously I do believe in the team and what they can give us going forward. I will think obviously it's gonna be a low block. It's gonna be very tough. I think it's gonna be very reminiscent of the Forest game that we played, where they played a really low block against us, and then they were able to do that hoofball and stuff like that. So I think, for me, honestly, this game we've got a lot of strengths for us going forward, but I think 2-0 Chelsea is going to be the score, in my personal opinion. And with that, I have to take my leave because I've got to start my stream, Flawless. So,
all right, blessings. Hey, you lot, make sure you subscribe to the Bridge Nation. Hey, Ahmed, let them know what you got coming up over the Christmas period.
I am doing literally about the Chelsea preview right now, so hop on and join in. It's going to be a lot of fun. Should have RSM on there and Joe with me there as well. So make sure to tune in.
Spam his chat and tell him Barcola sucks.
Sorry, man. The Bridge Nation. Listen, we scout correctly. We bring the real news. You know what I mean? The real hoops. Thank you very much.
Ask him how tell him how Sam is doing well for Chelsea this season as well.
Listen, Sam is making Gyökeres look like a fraud. I'll be real. So listen, have a nice one, boys and girls. Yeah, love.
Blessings every time, man. Jimmy, what you saying about Everton? The Everton game.
There's a conehead over here. What you say about the Everton game?
Yeah, Everton game. Yeah.
Yo, I don't really do score prediction, but I think we win by.
Concerned about the record there, or are you confident going there? Or are you concerned that you don't travel well there?
I think Maresca is here to kind of to break down some of those old barriers. I think we're gonna win by 2 goals. I think we win by 2 goals this weekend. I think we score early, and then they open up to try to get one back, and we get one, and then they might get back. I never predict us to have a clean sheet. So I guess with that logic, I guess I can say 3-1 maybe.
First 3-1.
Yeah, using my logic.
What are you saying, CP? Everton game.
3-0.
Okay.
I don't think we concede. I don't think attacking wise they're anything great. You also saw that in the Arsenal game. They had very few chances. That's why we're seeing they're going to sit back. So I don't think there's going to be as much of an attacking threat, and their attack is shit anyways. I think if we get the first goal, then the floodgates should open. Because Flawless, can I ask you a question? Because you guys faced them recently. How did you guys play to beat them 4-0?
Well, just like we did the exact opposite of Arsenal. You know what I'm saying? Played a false 9, had the players playing drifting in front. It was like Rashford, Zexi. I think it was Diallo. Yeah, there was the 3. Yeah.
No, I'm asking because I'm saying, Jackson drops in, he goes into the channels. They're very active, right? You have Palmer and Enzo and Sancho and all these guys drifting in and out. So I think that's why I'm saying it's a more similar scoreline. I know our record to what you guys did than compared to Arsenal, because Arsenal's is very stationary to me, right? It's like their left wing does nothing, their striker's very stationary, kind of drifts in, but it's Kai Havertz, and then it's only Saka and Odegaard you have to worry about, right? With us, it's like you have Palmer, you have Madueke, you have so many attacking options. So I think once we get the first goal in, then they have to then get out of that deep block to even get a draw, and that's gonna even play more to our advantage.
I think it's very interesting who he picks at left back in terms of how he plays in left back, because are we going to do the inverting of Vega to allow Fernandes to support Sancho on the left a bit more, because Cucurella usually does that and he's suspended. Do you know what I mean? Or are we going to invert, or are we even going to invert? That's the question to begin with. Are we going to invert? If so, is it going to be Gusto inverting, or is it going to be, if Vega starts, is it going to be him inverting? So I'm assuming Vega's going to start, although he played last night. So I don't know if he's going to start.
Do you think Gusto moves to left back and we do Caicedo?
Well, actually, no, Lavi's not healthy. Lavi's not there. So you're not going to take Caicedo out.
Lavi's not healthy,
Okay. No, Jim. Yeah, so I think that's the big thing, because like Sancho and Cucurella and that left hand side is starting to click. So it's I just have a feeling. My guess would be that and I'm only guessing because I can't predict what Maresca's going to do.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I said like previously on another stream, is that I think other Premier League managers don't know what he's going to do, because we played differently in every single match since the international break. So it's interesting to see what he does, or does he like shift Palmer over to the left hand side to support Sancho or something like it is like. That's what someone put in the chat. Does Felix even start? Do you know what I mean? And I don't know, but that's the thing. I just listen. I know people are confident and stuff like that. I'm just like being an older fan, and I've seen our greatest players go up there and F it up. You know what I mean, with our greatest managers. So it's disappointing. That listen, who have you got like that, Flores, in your Man United, that you just go to an away ground and. No, not even like the big team, just like even like a mid to.
You know what? It used to be you lot, to be honest. That's the bridge. Our record there is even like when I was growing up, like 90s, early 2000s. Our record there was horrible. Yeah. It's kind of evened out a little bit more now. Like we've got a couple more wins there, but like it was horrible in regards to everywhere else. I can't remember anywhere United would struggle like on a regular basis. Man of maybe saying maybe a Palace, but that might be over like the last 3 years, because it's not like Crystal Palace have been a mainstay for like 10. Like Everton have been a mainstay. You mentioned that
Arsenal going to Fulham the last couple of years. Do you know what I mean? And just going like, I think it's new ones. Like, we're better than them. We're better than him, but we can't get on paper. We're better than him, but we just can't get over the line and stuff like that. Yeah. That's what it must be like. Or it's like Man City Spurs, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's like no matter what type of effing form Spurs are in. Like they'll just show up and they can't solve them. Do you know what I mean? It's like I go into every Everton game going, I should be going, yeah, we're gonna, and like CP's like comment, yeah, 3-0. I should be going at 3-0, but it's like, nah, I'm not. I would love a 3-0. Trust me, get a 3-0 and it's all good. You know what I mean?
Because I think either it's going to be a 0-0, or once we get the first, then it's going to roll till 3 because they have to get out of their low block. So that's I don't think they're going to score.
Don't you think though that Sean Dyche would go? I think Sean Dyche would continue to play the way he has and just keep the score down, because he might think of these 2 games like a free hit. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Let's not damage the goal difference enough. So that we're in a relegation fight anyway. We know Everton are going to be in a relegation fight, but it's like we'll keep the scoreline down as low as possible, so our goal difference doesn't like go down even further.
But he didn't do that with United, right? That's what I'm thinking, right? Like before Arsenal, it was like Manchester United, like 2 games.
You know what? We just played well that game. They didn't even come out and try and play.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think Everton are going to play the football and attack us, right? So if once we get that low block, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I'm just thinking. I'm just thinking. Even if we get scoring, I don't think the game plan changes. I really don't. I just don't.
Go on, sir. Carry on.
No, finish.
Yeah, Fulham at home. We'll talk, obviously, because we won't do our next show. Will probably be in the new year, people. Obviously, you might see Surfer, CP, Jimmy on the channel, but in regards to this show, new year, because of where it falls. But we might do a show, we might not. So the Fulham game at home, Fulham are in good form. Thoughts on that? Obviously, things can change, injuries, suspensions. But how are you looking at that Fulham game?
I think we should, Fulham are well, but I think we should handle them. Our record against them at home is quite good overall. So yeah, I think it's just getting the right result. The performance is very secondary to me. Of this Christmas period, and January and stuff like that. Once you get past, for me, this getting up to the Morecambe FA Cup tie is when then our fixtures sort of stop going from a Wednesday, Saturday to more weekly fixtures in terms of that. So it's just about getting through in the end. It's it'll be tough because Fulham are a decent, very, very decent side this season. And we've seen them how they played against City. Even like Liverpool last week, Arsenal, stuff like that. Yeah. Have you played them?
Yeah, we played them opening day. They gave us a game. Opening day.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, they gave us a game. Fulham are a good side. They got some good players, and they give you a game.
My hoping is that they perform like they did against Wolves when they got battered 4-2. So that's my hope. They come into the game like that. But yeah, just get through it. Move on to Ipswich, which is another tricky game. And then, like, yeah, I think it's Palace, right? First league game of the season or something. First league game of the New Year, something like that. So
the New Year, yeah, you play Ipswich away on the 30th, and then it's Palace at home.
Yeah. Oh, is McNeil injured?
McNeil's injured. Okay. Might as well.
I just want Sancho not to embarrass him, not to do in the Martinelli against Ashley Old. You know what I mean? So weird,
yeah, man got locked up. What are you saying, CP, about your future games coming up? Fulham, Ipswich away.
I think Fulham should be a pretty decent win for us because Cucurella comes back, and to be honest, I think he'll lock up whoever's on that side, winger option. And yeah, I think it should be a win for us for there. That's what I'm saying. It's like if we beat Everton, I think we should be getting wins up to Man City. And if we beat Man City, then I'm saying it's a game on.
This title. All right, fans.
Yep.
Hey, you lot, make sure you hit the like button on the video. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, whether you're watching live right now, watching this back. I know you are super entertained. The likes is liking 123, so big up to you lot. Let's get that to 130. Roll to 14K. Make sure you subscribe to Jimmy's channel, Jimmy Spliff TV. One of the mods, one of the regulars, be kind enough to drop that link in the chat. Make sure you subscribe to the Bridge 258 as well, or the Bridge Nation, whatever that fool's changed his channel to. Links in the description. You lot know the vibe, and the content here at Sarcasm City TV is not stopping because we redirected straight to the United Spurs show, people. So the Man United Talking at Tottenham Talk podcast will follow this. Jacob will be over there. Jez will be over there. We'll be talking about the Carabao Cup quarterfinal that happened yesterday, unfortunately, people. So that's gonna be a hell of a lot of fun. That's a hell of a lot of fun. We'll be discussing that, people. But again, make sure you subscribe to Jimmy Spliff TV. Make sure you subscribe to the Bridge Nation 25L. Yeah, Bridge Nation. That's what it's called. So make sure you subscribe to that Joke Man's channel as well. Anything you might want to add before we do indeed close out?
Any watch alongs tomorrow, Flores? You doing?
Oh, yeah. Of course, people. Yeah, thanks for reminding me. Of course. Watch along. So, as always, over on the Sarcasm City TV playback, people, you will get the early kickoff. So, you will get Aston Villa versus Manchester City, which is 12:30 p.m. UK time. Then 3 p.m., we do a whole host. So, I'll be on there watching one game, but there may be a Surf or a Steve, someone else, one of the other panelists.
Oh, yeah, our own Soccer Saturday. That's what
it's our own Soccer Saturday. Legit. The 3 p.m. game I'm doing is the Ipswich Town. Is it Ipswich Newcastle? One second, let me check. I'm looking at the schedule right now.
Oh, I think Brentford Forest are playing at 3 o'clock tomorrow as well.
Yeah, Forest Brentford are playing. So I'm watching Ipswich Newcastle, but there'll be eyes. I'll have eyes on the Brentford Forest one.
I want to do the Brentford one.
And see, there we go, people. Then 5:30 p.m. you'll get Crystal Palace versus Arsenal. So that's the free. And then they don't stop there. La Liga game, Barcelona, Atletico Madrid. That'll be 8 p.m. So that'll be your fourth watch along. And then obviously Usyk versus Fury 2. That's happening tomorrow as well. So there'll be a watch along for that on the playback. And then following that, we'll be back here on the YouTube for the Premier League podcast. It's the admin edition. So stack day. If you don't know what that is, just go download it or go to www.playback.tv/sarcasmcitytv. That's www.playback.tv/sarcasmcitytv, or just download the Playback app from your app store. If you're a Sarcasm City TV fan, people, and you enjoy the content, if you're not on the Playback, you are not getting all the content, because that's where we do the vast majority of the watch-alongs. You get Premier League over there, Champions League, Europa League, NBA watch-alongs, where I give out VIP passes so you can watch the game with us for absolutely free. You get boxing watch-alongs, UFC, Formula 1, the list goes on. Gaming content, you see it on the screen right there, people. I might do NBA tonight, maybe. It depends what time this show's finished, because the only game that's worth doing was the Hornets Bucks. But yeah, NBA watch-alongs galore over on the Playback. So go, you download the app for free. You download it for free, sign up for free, and then the same way you watch and comment on YouTube, it's the exact same on the Playback. And you think it gets wild on Sarcasm City TV? That's like the YouTube channel. I was like Sarcasm City TV After Dark. And one more thing, don't forget this show and all the other shows on the channel, on the YouTube channel, apart from watch-alongs and the fan calling show, are available on all audio platforms, people. So you might want to listen on Spotify. Everyone doing Spotify wrap-ups. This show is on Spotify, people. So hit the follow button, type in Sarcasm City TV on Spotify, follow us, and 5-star, or same with iTunes, same with SoundCloud, etc. Yes, Black Diamond, you get to see the NBA games over on the Playback. So head over there. Of course, can't do the Premier League ones because of copyright, but NBA games are over there, people. And yes, Sarcasm City TV, Spotify, as you can see on the screen as well. But yeah, we're going to redirect over people to the Manchester United Tottenham show. But big up to everyone that's locked in. Big up Jimmy, CP special guest. Big up Surfer. Big up Ahmed as well. And big up to all of you lot. Again, big up to Judge Mo for the raid. Big up Hano for the raid. Was there one more raid? I think they were the only 2 raids as well. Yeah, big up. Hey, Jimmy, let them know what you got coming up, man, before we close out. Oh, yeah, big up TJ for the raid as well.
Bro, Sunday, we got to watch along Sunday on my channel, Chelsea Everton.
Make sure you subscribe.
9 a.m. Eastern time to everybody on the East Coast. The rest of y'all could type that shit into Google and figure out the time. I don't know. I don't do all that.
6 a.m. West Coast for everyone in the West
Coast.
Coast.
It's 5 hours later. Yeah. So get your shit together. We here.
So make sure you
Sunday morning.
So make sure you
go ahead and eat these chickpeas.
Yeah, man, eat your food, man. Eat your food. Bless up, Jimmy, every single time. Blessings. And big up to everyone that has locked in. Absolute real ones, man. Absolute real ones. But like I said, don't go anywhere. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't hit the like button here. And then we're redirecting over to the United Spurs show. And big up C24, who dropped how many super chats? 1, 2, 3, 4 super chats. Hey, big up to C24. He dropped 4 super chats. Big up to George as well. Big up Dal, who's been a member of the channel for 11 months as well. So we are gonna close out, people. And this has been the Manchester United Chelsea show, Man United podcast meets the Ballers at the Bridge podcast, live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Salute for tuning in, and literally see you lot in 2 minutes.